How we doing, people? Billy Big Balls here, episode 17. We're going to give you the Billy Big Balls experience. We have an OG on the fucking show tonight. Somebody that leaves the comments on the fucking YouTube all the time. Big fucking supporter of the bleeding podcast. Not only that, a lifetime friend of mine and Frankie. Andrew, Billy, what's the story, my man?
Thank you for having me on, brother.
Rego, it's a fucking pleasure.
No
it's a
problem.
pleasure to have you here.
You were saying this even before you had the podcast up and running, you were saying, when I get it going, no coming on.
Remember we were talking about the Paddy's night and we were talking about in the gaff. Like, after I was talking to you, I was thinking, he remembers more than I do, you know what I mean? And I said, I'll get him on the fucking show and we'll talk about shit we did years ago, you know what I mean?
Like I was saying earlier, I do watch it and when you was chatting and all, and there's something you can't remember, I'd be there going, eat me dinner. It's this or it's that. It's that what happened. But,
like on the fucking, remember we were saying about walking home from Bladen, Lucan? It was actually league slip, wasn't it?
League slip County
Kildare, like it was fucking miles away, you know what I mean? I remember all the boys from Ballymun robbing all the cars and blowing boys and all. You go to Ballymun? No, we're going to Ringsend. Good luck to you.
If we would have having sense, we would have said, come on, we go to Ballymun. We could have walked into Ballymun.
Yeah, exactly.
And staying in the back of the bloody, what was it called, the Gala.
There
was a little place we used to sit out the back and wait till the buses started. But no, we walked all the way home.
Stupid
7-8 hours it took us. And when we got the Euston Station up the rivers, is that Euston Station?
Euston Station, yeah.
We thought, I'm nearly home, you know.
You had to walk for another fucking hour.
I had to get a new pair of bleeding runners after that, I did.
Listen, it was only because we were coming back from a rave. If it wasn't that, we would have been bollocks, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Remember the whole situation? We got a bus down. We get into this place. It was an old chicken factory or a turkey factory or something like that, right?
Slaughterhouse.
Slaughterhouse, yeah. And they had a fucking strobe light, a DJ, and that was it. They were selling cans of Coke. Next minute, a security guard or something comes in. Now to look around, it's the guard. It's getting raided, and the bus just blew off. And it was about 100 buses or something.
There was about 100. Well, most of the Olympic was there because there was 2 buses that went down, and then we were there for about 45 minutes, getting down, getting ourselves sorted. It's very dark because there's only one light.
But running around like a slaughterhouse, it was fucking mad. It was like being in the
Imagine
IGB.
The dust that would have been kicked up from us dancing and all. But,
that's why we're all in bits now.
there was coppers that did come because I think your man got onto the blower because as we were walking out the gates and the likes of that, they came in, a couple of coppers, but they don't know what to do to people.
That
are just getting together. To have a good time and not there to have a boxing match.
It was played. It was like
as well. You know what I mean?
It was new, wasn't it? You know what I mean? It was like in England. Remember all the villages and all getting taken over by having big, massive raves.
That's
and all.
it, yeah.
The old bill was like cat and mouse. You know what I mean? They were getting like sent addresses. This is where the rave was going to be. It was mad.
Phone it and
underground. You know what I mean? Like
that's how I got into rave. And it was from my cousin that lives in London. He lives over there in London. And he used to be on the phone to me, and it was back in 88, 89, 90. And he used to be on telling me all about his story and all other places and all. And he sent me a tape back one time, and we were always into dance music. As
remember, we used to get you to get your radio and all. Remember, we used to say, we'll pay for the batteries, Rego, if you get your radio and all. Remember?
Everyone would have to get something for the batteries.
All the batteries, everyone going out with the batteries out on the Rego's cap to get his radio. Big ghetto blaster, you know what I mean?
Do you know that when I was a young fella, I had a radio, ghetto blast, as you do, and I had batteries in it. And I hadn't got weight. I started listening to the music and lifting that with batteries in it away the ton for a 12-year-old, you know. But that's how I started. And then my dad got me little hand weights and all that, you know. But it's funny,
listen, man, we had some blatant crap.
The old Walkmans.
We were mad into the like you were saying, we're getting into the rave. Remember I was saying a few weeks ago, one of our mates went and took A first. This is the chap here. And we were asking you, what's it like? And you were like, you come up.
That's
but what's it like when you come up and all? But you come up, you get all
coming up. I didn't know what a rush was, you know?
Yeah.
I was there on my own. Actually, the first rave I ever went with, I went to Arch. Me and Nudge went out to Sheriff Street and got disco biscuits, them big brownie oats, right?
Yeah.
We broke them in half, put them in our mouth and sucked them all the way up to the
I'm
lip.
bleeding horrible.
We didn't know. We
Yeah.
thought that you just swallow
That's what
them.
you
We
do,
sucked
yeah.
them to nothing to get the, thinking the
Come up
least
quicker.
Yeah. But we went up the Olympic. They weren't the best of yokes, and we left before it was over. We didn't get the vibe.
Yeah,
But then the
yeah.
next week I went back and I went to the Mansion House and we got doves. Do you remember? They weren't called doves, they were called love doves. Do you remember? We used to call them that.
Love doves, yeah.
Speckled
doves, yeah.
Yeah, because you only need the stamp, Yeah. There could have been 30 different types of them. But back then, I remember taking a full one of them. And they only lasted about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. And I'd be going home before the rave. I mean, going home before it was over and all. Because it was not having a great night, everything. You'd meet people there as you do.
You know what? The rave vibes and all were unreal, wasn't it? The Mansion House. Remember the man? That was unreal. Like it was like being in heaven or something, right? You're walking down the street. It wasn't, it was like that. And everybody was all happy and delighted with each other, all wearing like mad hats and whistles, and you're listening to whistles going off, and it was like, I never experienced that like this in my life. This was unreal. And then fucking, you go into the Mansion House and like fucking Shades of Rhythm or something are playing,
right.
you know?
Two Unlimited. Was that the bomb scare?
Oh, yeah.
Two of them were that night, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's it. And then the lads
Two
got in the
Unlimited,
window
well.
that night that
Remember
you were
that?
talking about.
Yeah.
And then the bomb scare happened about 10 minutes later.
Yeah.
So everyone
they're
left.
they're
anyone could
taking
get
them
in.
fucking hours to get down the roof and into the Mansion House. And then there's a bomb scare and the whole place is gone. You're like, fucking hell, man.
Loads outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, those loads came
On the
back
street,
in.
like, wow, it was mad, wasn't it?
Yeah.
If a bomb had went off there, man, like, it would have been... it
Would've
would have been
been
bollocks,
mad.
wouldn't we? We were all just like...
Nobody had a clue what was
No.
going on, the owners or...
Yeah.
Like, it was brand new.
Yeah, it was, Remember we went to McGonagall's?
Oh, yeah.
And, remember them Joe Maxey were in the blade thing?
I was yapping to them.
Oh, man.
They collared me, they did.
They were asking us questions. You know, what's your experience tonight? And all, we were all like, fucking hell, man. Your eyes were like that, bang, you know what I mean? Big black things in your head, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Fucking
we were
mad.
only, when we started, 17, 18.
Yeah, I was only around, about 17.
The way they say you're 18, when you come 18, you're a man. They're finding out now that your brain doesn't stop growing till you're about 25, 26. And if you're abusing that, it's even longer, because
that's why we're all like little kids now, is it?
That's why
yeah,
my nephews
I'm a
love
fucking,
me.
yeah. a fucking, a bleeding 51-year-old baby, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you couldn't get better.
Here, listen, sorry, just want to say one thing, the tattoo.
Nice.
Got the tattoo done there, finished yesterday off Gav in Collective Ink and Ballymun. Anybody needs a good tattoo, man, this bloke, have a look at his page, Gav Tattoo on Instagram.
Is that a bit of tissue?
No, it's like a
smoke?
skin over it.
Oh yeah, to keep
to
it,
keep
like rather than that cling film
Yeah,
stuff.
it's like a fucking thing, but it's
Deadly,
that part is already healed, you know what I mean?
I like that.
But the portrait to Archie, I think, is unreal.
Yeah, it looks
the fucking
exactly
quality of it
right,
is fuck, and it's a picture of Archie that he took. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I sent him a
yeah.
picture of him, and that's what he did it off. You know what I mean?
He did. He's a good old artist.
He's fucking
all right,
brilliant,
isn't he?
man. Look at that Billy Big Balls.
It looks exactly like what it's
meant to be. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna get here. I'm gonna get a fucking picture of me niece here, and then the son up here or something. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna cover this with all UB40. Yeah.
UB40.
I'm gonna get fucking what's his name, Ali Campbell's face here, and then I'm gonna get then I'm gonna get the UB40. You know the Labour of Love one, the album, all the Madge Rodens and all. I'm gonna get that here.
Maybe.
I'm gonna have him cover me all then here I'm gonna get you remember the Game of Thrones?
Oh yeah.
The White Walker. I'm gonna get one of them
he's
here,
a
you know what I
deadly-
mean? And a big
deadly
wolf
character.
here or something. And a big eagle up here.
Yeah. Well, they're the best tattoos to get. That's what the lads down in the paintball, motor, cross bike, karate club always tell me. Anyway. But when like you said, when you're younger, what do you get?
I remember going in. Remember you
Mum,
got that,
Dad,
Rego?
Rego, Andrew.
Remember the fucking yoke and you had to cover it and
He
all for
wouldn't,
years,
yeah,
you know?
I asked for that on my neck and he wouldn't do it. But we used to give him stuff like jackets that we'd find around and he'd give us tattoos for the jackets.
Car stereos
Remember
and
that?
shit like that, yeah.
Stuff
Yeah,
that
you
you'd
know.
find.
Stuff that you'd find around, lying around, like
Off the back of a truck. You know
nobody
yourself.
wanted it, you know what I mean?
You know your man
Yeah.
that were always, the man that we go to see the dog about. He
Yeah.
always wants No, that's it. He used to trade for like tattoos and
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
And we brought him in, you know, a leather jacket, a biker's leather jacket. Now, we wouldn't touch them back then years ago.
Yeah.
But your man Alan out of place says, oh, yeah, give us that. I think he offered, he says, any tattoo. And I says it to Shay Clark. I says it to him, get this done. You know, we wanted to get, I think it was a big tiger going down his back, right down. And I think it would cost about 180 back then. And he was willing to do it. But I said, Shay, you just give us the money for the jacket and so on. But he never got the tattoo and we just got the money and smoked it.
Yeah. Remember we used to play and go into the mint and all, remember?
Yes,
No, remember before
yeah.
Before it was a pool place, remember?
Yeah.
We used to go upstairs, remember?
Yeah.
Bobby's, remember Bobby's?
Bobby's. I was
We
thinking
used
of
to
that.
go, remember
Couldn't think
Bobby's?
of it.
Yeah.
We used to go upstairs, it was fucking great, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You go up, you get all your munchies, have your blow,
Have a
sitting
blow,
there having
no
a blow,
problem.
playing pool. Once you played the pool, your man sit behind
It was
the
a
desk, didn't even say
speakeasy.
anything.
It was like a speakeasy
Yeah.
for smoking,
For
wasn't
smoking,
it?
yeah.
With
Fucking
pool-
deadly, well, wasn't
pool
it?
tables, yeah.
And you know, you'd go to the Bobbies or else the Mint. And then when you're in the Rave, you'd meet blokes and then you'd be like, you've seen you in the Mint.
yeah.
And then you'd be in the place called, remember the Classic, you used to get your hair cut?
Yeah,
You'd
the
be in
Classic.
getting your hair cut in the Classic and...
But not in the cage.
no, not in the cave. No,
Classically
fuck that.
done out of
Yeah.
money.
But you'd meet blokes and they are all, everyone queuing around to see them in the Olympic that night. Oh, see
Same
you in the
type
thing.
of people as
Yeah, they were
ourselves,
saying,
you know.
yeah.
From the
suppose, yeah.
same...
What was the
know
name
what
of
I
that
mean.
shop across the road? You used to get the slightly imperfect runners.
Oh,
and that?
JFK.
JFK.
Shay
That's it,
Clark
yeah.
found that, he did. And he told
Silver
me about
Shadows.
it. And I
Silver
said,
Shadows, yeah.
shh, don't tell anyone.
Yeah,
and of
yeah.
course, the likes of, you used to get the Silver Shadows
Yeah.
or the Colorados. were
Colorados,
40
yeah.
quid, 45 quid. That was my first good pair. And the only thing wrong with them was there was a, what do you call them? Lace hole in the tongue. That's all. I didn't care, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they
But,
were fucking, you know, yeah.
For that less of money. But I got a pair of black shadow over once. This is show you how young I was. About 12. And they were about, the black shadow were size 10 and I was only size 8, right? So I buy them thinking I'm going to grow into these size 10 or 11s.
When I'm 20.
Yeah. Brought them home, right? My dad's there, you're not going to grow into them, you not know, you know.
Yeah.
He put me word, so my ma says, one of her friends' son was that size, says, I'll buy them off you, give you back your money and all. She got them, gave them, he was delighted with them. But he lifted up the sole, and there was another sole underneath it that it was worn. It was like someone in the factory was probably wearing them for the day or two. But,
And then put the soul back on.
and they put a different sole in, yeah. Oh, my ma went up to JFK, letting her bleeding muck. Yeah, I say,
Fucking
sorry.
hell,
Because
man.
after that, the kind of, the runners kind of disappeared, you know? Like, he was on a bit of he made
I was definitely, your man,
man.
you went in, your man was like Arthur Daly in the shop, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, here,
Oh,
I have
yeah.
these ones here, or what about this? You don't mind the Nike sign missing off of there? Or the high
You
tech.
don't need a rubber on
High-tech,
the
wasn't
end.
it?
Oh, yeah,
High-tech,
high-tech. It
yeah.
was all high-tech years ago, wasn't it? Yeah.
Silver
High-tech.
Shadow, Colorado.
Strada
fucking,
was my
yeah.
first pair of high-tech now. And all they were Sizzlers with high-tech stuff.
Sizzlers.
Remember them?
Sizzlers, here's
Remember
another
them
one.
Pumps, yeah.
Remember that shop, Hart? Thomas Hart?
Yes,
Thomas Hart, yeah.
Remember the runners we used to get out at? The old runners?
Yeah.
Simon Hart.
Simon Hart. Oh, yeah.
Oh, they were horrible looking.
Yeah, man.
But back in the day, they were the fashion. And
Yeah.
I remember my mad gave me a tenner for them. They were 12 quid. And I'd had to get that 2 quid myself, you know.
Yeah.
But you'd always get it because the next best thing to that was Sizzlers, you know what I mean? You were only climbing a lot of
And the stick you got for blading wedding, man.
Yeah.
Jesus
Oh, no,
Christ.
actually, the Simon Hart people kind of, okay, you're moving up.
Yeah. You're out of Duns.
Yeah, you're out of the Duns.
Or you're out of Billy Butler's. Remember Billy Butler's?
Billy Butler's, yeah. Billy Butler. There's a Billy
Fucking
Butler.
hell,
Alice
man.
Skelly's and all them little
Yeah,
shops
remember
at the
that
back of the
fucking... I'll
library.
tell you what, it used to be a great place in... do you know where... beside I think it was Antos. I think it was before the Butchers was there. Oh, mate, no, it was on the bridge. Now where they played in the Laundrette is.
Yes, I
It
do.
used to be a little cake shop.
Olivia walked in them in a photo.
No, this was when we were on the
Years
kids.
ago. Oh,
yeah, like I remember going there with my own and
So
all. It was
do I,
only
yeah.
bleeding kids, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But it was right there. It was like, the cakes were bleeding lovely in it, you know?
It's strange, yeah. When I
Yeah.
was a
That's when
kid,
the taste buds were
Yeah, well,
when you were
really
a
fresh,
kid.
you know what I mean? Yeah.
Everything tasted bleeding.
Wow, give me this, give me that.
remember Alice Kelly's? You
Yeah,
used to go in and get
that's
the
true.
penny cakes.
Yeah.
They were the day older.
Yeah,
It didn't matter. You're a kid. You'd eat.
You didn't give a bollocks, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I remember
But
that.
hey, I remember Larry Skinner's and all, you know what I mean? Going up to Larry Skinner's, getting the stale cakes and all, you know what I mean? Fuck's sake. But Alice Kelly, Lily Bonbon.
Lily
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
your two
all
cigarettes.
Yeah, cigarette and your
Your
match for the
single
blade.
cigarettes.
Tempins or something, you know what I mean?
I never smoked
Remember
till I was
only
18.
what was her name? Mama Coyle or something?
I
Remember?
can't remember their
Mama
names.
Doyle.
No, remember Mama Coyle?
Yeah,
was it?
she was kind of...
She used to sit in the chair, she did, you know what I mean?
The coho on her own.
Oh, you
the
were
lads
fucking
used to rob
laughing.
the place.
You were getting 20 smokes for tempins.
You know, but yeah, that
Lily
was
Bonbon,
crazy.
yeah,
No,
remember?
I never smoked back then.
Yeah.
I didn't smoke till I was 18. It was, no, when you start drinking and you smoke blowing, when you haven't got blow, then you pick up
Yeah,
a
your
cigarette.
cigarette,
Then.
yeah.
That's how I don't smoke anymore. You get nothing now except bad things. You know what I mean? Bad breath, fucking
But
disease.
yeah, fucking Lily Bonbons. Yeah,
Mary
it's
Cody's.
Mary Cody's.
That's right.
Robinson's.
Yeah.
Well, that's still there, you
You
know
can
what I
put
mean?
money off for
That's
the
there a
rush.
long time, that shop, innit?
Yeah. That's the
Fuck's
longest standing one, isn't
Robinson's.
it? Robinson's. That'd be the
Robinson's.
longest one there.
Oh,
know-
yeah.
I love the smell.
Remember there was where the chipper is, where the Nellies is, there was a bleeding shop there, Maples or something it was called. Do you remember that? Yeah, there was a shop there. Where the Nellies is, I think that was the bleeding, it was Maples or something it was
Oh
called.
yeah,
It
years
was a
ago.
shop years
I
ago, you know what I
vaguely
mean?
remember
They
it,
had
yeah.
like fucking sweets like what your man Jim down in Ringsend would have and all, you know?
Yeah.
All
Oh,
in the
yeah.
big bleeding jars, you know?
Do you know they have the likes of them at weddings? I was only at my sister's wedding. I'd like to congratulate Dion and Ashlyn on their wedding. Their
Congratulations.
Friday. It was brilliant it was. I
good
had a
stuff.
great day. But at weddings nowadays, what
Yeah,
they
the
do
sweet
is,
machines, yeah?
they get this kind of cart in with refreshers
Yeah.
and all the old mint crisps and all that. And
Yeah.
all.
They're not the same, though, you know?
No, they're small. Yeah, a Mars bar is about that size.
I know, yeah.
Honestly.
You know what? Yesterday when I was going to get my tattoo, right, someone was saying to me, I should bring a bar of chocolate in case you get, you know, a bit of sugar rush or whatever. So when I bought a Mars bar, when I picked it up, I was like, what the fuck?
What's
It was
that?
like that size.
Yeah.
I was like, it doesn't bleeding. Remember years ago they were bleeding
Full
huge.
size,
Yeah, the
yeah.
tuna and the bleeding
Yeah,
thing, you know what I
yeah.
mean? Remember that Big Time, or what would you
Big
call it?
time there with
Big
toffee,
Time.
weren't
Toffee.
they?
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
You get them
The
when you
white
were into
boys.
tech, remember?
Yeah.
Going back, bang, bang,
Banging them,
just
yeah,
suck on
yeah,
them
so-
all
yeah,
afternoon.
The tech. Tech was mad, wasn't
Oh, that was a crazy
it?
skill.
Fucking hell, man.
I loved that. Do you know what I actually did down there? Coming from Sandymount School, started to see, they had great expectations of us on purpose. I purposely got probably 90% wrong on purpose to get into C because you could only
Yeah.
do woodwork.
Yeah,
in C,
yeah.
and I
yeah.
loved woodwork.
I was in C as well, yeah.
And you
I
got off a
did
bit
my best at the
earlier.
test.
But they put me in bloody B, you know.
You put me in A.
Yeah, because you're
I had
from
no
there.
I had no friends. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you bunch
All
of
my
square
mates were
cunts in there, yeah.
All my mates were in B, I was sick.
But you know what? When I went to the tech, right? They had
Shay
them,
was in your class, was he? Shay
Yes, I think Shay
He
Clark
was,
in
sorry,
that.
yeah.
yeah, when I went to the thing, they had to make up a class for us because we were that bleeding stupid, you know what I mean? But if I told you,
stupid, just
no, we're
kids.
just bleeding.
Like,
Yeah. But here, listen, if I told you he was in my class, like, it was a mad
you'd
class.
understand.
We're sitting, we know,
Yeah.
it's a fellow in Pear Street, and he's actually dead now, just
Yeah,
smoke,
yeah,
you know
I
what I
know.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But he was in our class, right? We were only, 15, was it? Yeah, we were 15,
when you
16.
Well,
when you start
we
in
left
there,
at
you're only
15.
12 or 13.
Yeah.
12 or 12. We were
Yeah.
sitting in the class, you know what I mean? Next minute he starts bleeding, whistling or something, whips out a packet of skin, starts skinning up, right? The teacher's like, what's going on here? And then there was this fella in the class, right? And for some reason, they slagged him, called him 1 o'clock or something, right?
1 o'clock.
Remember him?
That rings a bell, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
Jared something, yeah. But here, your man Anto thing, he was he was in the class well, and he knew him because he lived in Pear Street.
Oh.
And he says, see him, when his outfit was going up to the thing one day, and he shouted out, 1 o'clock, your man legged it up the stairs after us and all. Oh, it was fucking gas.
So
Like,
about 1 o'clock.
I don't know what it was now or on, you know what I mean? Like, it was just...
It could be
It
they
probably
had to
just
be
like-
in by 1 or so.
No, this was the actual, your man's actual outfit that chased us up the
yeah.
stairs. Because that's what they're saying, see the outfit. The young fella didn't, they just
Yeah.
called him that and he's going, he
Yeah,
just,
bounce
he
off.
just bounced
Yeah,
off
yeah,
him, you know what I
yeah,
mean? But for some reason,
Yeah,
they called the outfit.
Yeah.
Right.
The outlet legged up the stairs after your man Anto thing, he was bleeding bright and his bollocks laughing, you know what I
Make
mean?
you think what
He was fucking,
1
I'll tell you
o'clock's
one
all
thing.
about.
Yeah. But hey, I remember playing, we seen one of the playing, the teachers up the pepper. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah, he's cruising, he was, yeah.
He was metal walk or something, teacher, remember?
Yeah, we said.
All right.
We
Yeah.
said nothing.
We said it to him,
we
yeah,
were in
bollocks,
school.
man. We said it to him in the school. Way out there, you better chasing prostitutes.
Yeah, remember we'd go up on bikes as kids up the canal, just
Remember the you
For
know,
the buzz.
they were a different class of hookers, weren't they?
they used to chase you.
Compared to now.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? You see one, but come here, you cunt. You
Or
know,
the
like-
pimp would get
Yeah.
chasing you in the car.
and you'd be
and
like
all.
only 15 cycling, but even
Even
now,
younger, we were up swimming up
14
that
or
way,
something,
you
you know
know.
what I
They used
mean?
to come over and say, yeah, they'd be watching you on the bridge, you
Yeah.
know, like, and then we'd suss that they were
Yeah,
walking
right, yeah,
girls,
yeah,
and we'd
yeah.
start big kids, you know, saying little
Yeah.
things.
Remember the time up in you remember the time up in Baggy Street?
Yes, I did. Are you going to say
I
about the
told the
box
story,
squat?
remember?
Yes, I did.
Oh, I only told that story a few weeks ago.
Oh man,
that was
story is a
fucking
classic.
hilarious, man.
We were on acid that night because we could get yokes, but we used to, because we couldn't afford them, you know, they were so dear back then. We got acid.
man,
We're sitting in, you know, the IDA, the doorways. We were sitting there and we were all like cuddled up, kind of, you know, we're loved up. And this bloke goes by from Southlots, and he's giving these
giving the two
brazzers. Speaking of one out that you dirty this, that, and the other.
What's
And
your Fanny Mary and all this
they
thing
got
doing?
a level with us, and he wasn't even looking at us. And I seen her taking him. I want him blue.
No, you
box
says to
cutter.
her,
it was-
you go home, Mary, and wash your fanny.
No, I didn't.
You
I says,
did?
what? She has a knife. And she just turned. Look, a robot set one towards me, and I'm there going, tripping, balls. You know, like, I didn't know what the bleeding do. But thank God, kicked her out of her hand. You know what I mean? Oh, fuck, I let a name slip.
We cut that out.
It was mad, it was mad. It was just,
Oh, man.
another night, it was New Year's night, we were coming feeling great about ourselves after being up in the Olympic.
Yeah.
Do you remember that around Stephen's Green?
Oh, yeah, and your mama. Yeah.
Some bloke had a
Punching the head
ball
out
down
of his food, yeah.
by the hair, kicking her in the face. No, look where the main arches are, Stephen's Green. Kicking the head up, and there was a big queue there. It's
waiting
New
for the
Year's
taxi,
night.
wouldn't he?
Waiting for the taxi. Not one of them. We came round the corner. Straight
We
over.
were going to kill you, man.
Robbed your man, pulled him, and he went turned at us, and he seen us all like, yeah. And
These are all mad helmets,
yeah.
don't they, that?
So he, actually, the young one, we kind of thought maybe she'll all go with him and it'd be all left. We just didn't like violence that we
Yeah.
all seen.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And the young one, right, but she came with us and said, oh, get me away from him. And all. We put her into a taxi and all. Didn't we
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
we up further, we were lucky to get her a taxi.
Telling
in
you,
Baggot
bless,
Street.
yeah.
We
Because
said-
that's, and like, there was about fucking 40 people queuing for a
Yeah,
taxi,
you're
not one of them,
screaming
you
at
know what I
them.
mean?
The
Fucking shout
others
at
wouldn't
cunts, man, you
do.
know what I mean? But here, I heard a story about a bloke from Ringsend, and he went, he went to fucking, he was in town or something, you know, when he's walking by and some board was scrapping with a fella. And he went over, man, gave your woman a box. Next minute, your woman bleeding took the heel of her shoe and smacked him in the back of the head with it. He nearly bleeding killed him, you know what I
Now,
mean?
what, if you
And
didn't hit the right
he's saving
place-
all. That's what he was saying to
Yeah.
me. If you ever see a board fighting with a bloke, don't go near it, you know
But
what I mean?
that's it, yeah.
But like,
I've
we
seen
were
it loads
on
of
the way
times.
home to Rave,
Yeah,
Rave,
it was
all
different.
loved up and all, you know,
Yeah.
we were like, what's going on?
She was screaming
Everybody's
out for
so
help.
happy.
Yeah, she was actually screaming out for help. Help!
Yeah.
So that kind of caught her
Yeah,
attention.
no,
it
yeah,
did.
listen, you know what I mean?
He's lucky he walked away.
He's
though.
lucky he didn't get battered.
That's
I'm
what I
telling you,
mean.
because
He
it
would
was
have been
about
laid
cannibals,
out.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we were all on the bleeding thing.
We
Remember
were all
met
full
your
of
woman-
energy.
When we met your woman on the way home, bleeding thing, your woman, she was out of commitments, remember?
Yeah, Angelina.
And Rego was
Ball or
like,
whatever.
what's story there? Give us your number and all, remember?
You're only kids.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Someone famous, you know.
Yeah, you seen him on the street, yeah.
It's mad it is, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Sure, you know, Love Hey, your
Yeah.
man Fran out there, you know
He's
him.
King's youthful.
Yeah, our old headmaster's youthful, yeah.
I only
What's his
seen
name
him the other
again?
day. He lives up there in Sandymount. Fucking
Does he?
Serpentine Avenue.
What's his name again?
Um,
Mr.
I know
County.
it.
Cooney.
Yeah.
Cunan.
Cunan, yeah.
Cunan. What's his
This won't make it onto the episode, but do you remember what me and you did?
Oh,
the
I do, yeah.
Did you-
Well, I brought you on a few little outings,
Well,
and I had to
we
drop
had a
because
few.
you couldn't get over a wall that height.
I'm not messing. There was one that we did.
Yes,
And
remember
did-
that little... it was well thought out to do what we did and spread out the evidence, all that. And,
Yeah.
But hey, we were kids, you know.
You won't make it to show. Robbed
Yeah.
the blading. What was it? The trogra money.
Yeah. Sure,
The
it
Troker
was
books.
getting fleeced.
Fucking hell.
It was getting fleeced by the whole class, you know. You know the way the eldest class is meant to go around collecting it.
Are you putting that in?
One person.
Just cut out your bit.
Yeah, I'm my part of it. Actually, Anto was going around, he was put in charge. They used to think he was from
Yeah,
an nice
no,
area
yeah.
because of Fitzwilliam Key.
Yeah.
They never knew he was from Ringsend.
Yeah,
It was only
yeah,
when something happened. But anyway, he was in charge of going around every lunchtime. We'd go around, he'd get the money. And then we'd go and we'd get enough for a bar of chocolate each.
Yeah,
We'd all
yeah.
go to the shop. And then I took on myself to, liberate the funds.
Yeah, man. Fuck them kids in Africa. Yeah.
No, honestly, I felt terribly guilty and I asked for forgiveness for it and all.
Don't cut this out.
Well, even though a lot of that goes to them.
But are you talking about the same thing? I'm talking about getting.
the troker boxes.
Yeah.
We actually.
Yeah, but don't put this on. Don't put this shit on. We got in.
Hey, listen. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter now. I remember going...
The police could nick you nowadays with the way they know the law and all. Do you see all them people
Historical
that were slagging your
fucking
man?
crime, what?
No, your man Cook that got shot, God bless him. Now, I watched him a few times. He's all right? He is. He knows his stuff. He's never real argumentative or nasty. And he always puts, not people in the place, he explains to them.
Yeah.
He got shot. But I'll just say this, he got shot. And I was sick to see on the internet, now all people rejoicing. You know, even
Bunch
in
of
Ireland,
fucking
you
wankers.
don't rejoice in death.
But here, a bunch of wankers. See them all celebrating and all. Oh, he's dead.
They all lost
Whether
their
you
jobs,
agree
a lot
with
of
them
them
or whether
did.
you don't agree with them,
You
celebrating
never-
somebody's
No,
death, that
no.
is not.
That's
man.
a no.
I tell you,
for their kids
yeah.
and their
Well, here, I'll
brothers.
give you a view, right? A bloke I know, I won't say where I know him from because, anyway, I says to him and he goes, I'm glad he's dead. I says, you're glad he's dead? That's some
You never
statement
take
to make,
joy.
you know what I mean? Like that.
A lot about someone.
Yeah, no, I never thought if
Does.
someone like him would say something like this, you know what I mean? I said, just because he has a different opinion than you.
Yeah.
His opinion is his opinion, your opinion's your opinion. So why would you, like, that's what I don't understand
Yeah.
about these people.
These poor
The people that say, like, oh, no, like, you want to identify as whatever. So it's okay for you to be like that and you get your rights.
Yeah.
But when someone else speaks out and they don't agree with what you agree with, they get fucking killed or they get ridiculed or whatever. Just let them say what they say. You know what I mean? The problem with the world is it's too fucking PC. You can't say fuck all to anybody.
That's
an opinion.
You can't have an opinion.
You can't.
You can't have a different opinion. You have to have the same opinion as this.
A woke
Listen,
leftist communist.
Like here,
regime,
listen, I don't give a fuck about right, left. I'm me, and this is my opinion, and I'll say it, and I don't give a bollocks what ridicule I get for it, you know what I mean? But it's fucking...
It's just somebody just trying to have a discussion.
Yeah, like here,
Open up people's minds.
if you come...
Exactly.
If
was
you
never
think of
aggressive.
something, you think of something different, and he thinks this way. Let's debate it. Let's talk about it. There's none of this anymore.
You can't debate
That's
with
the
them.
problem, you know what I
You can't
mean?
debate with that leftist side. They just Nazi shut you down. You
Yeah.
know.
No matter what you say or what you
crazy.
do, you're a fucking you're a Nazi or you're a this or you're that, which is not the truth. You know what I mean? We're
It
just
isn't.
ordinary people. You know what I mean?
Like I seen on a yoke, right? left wing, right wing, and we're probably somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
But he went and he moved the bar. So we're all right. If you like Ireland and you want Ireland first, well then you're right wing because he moved the bar.
Yeah.
How?
But
Like,
remember when everyone loved Ireland?
Yeah.
Now get racist.
no, yeah. Like, Ireland was the best bleeding, the most fucking
Loved country
in the world. You know what I
they're
mean?
great
You meet people anywhere. Where you from? Ireland? I fucking love Dublin. I went there. Now it's like everyone hates us. Yeah, you can't. Here, listen.
If you look at a flag that was made, right, green was for the Irish Catholics, white was for peace, and orange was for the Orange Men, because there was actually Protestants in the 1960 Rising and all the Risings. But that was made. That before that, there was just a harp on a green thing. But that is for peace. If you look at that flag and think, nasty, dirty, or you want to take a deep look at yourself.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
These people that are condemning all these things are all fucked up in the head.
Yeah,
Like,
you don't
know what
stand
I mean?
up for one thing, you fall for everything.
no,
and
yeah,
that's
listen.
what they're like. They're the fickle.
Yeah,
You know, if it was all gone tomorrow, they'd still find something.
Listen here. You know what I mean? Someone said to me one time, you know what I mean? They're after the foreigners now. They'll be after the things next. They'll be after the thing. And before you know it, they'll be coming after you.
Yeah.
We don't get involved in anything like that.
Or even
It's hard not to.
Yeah.
It's hard not to get
Yeah, no,
involved
here,
nowadays.
listen. But like, this is my opinion, and this is the way I think.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a bollocks what way you think. You know what I mean? This is the way I think, and you
That's
think
it, we're all
similar. You know what I
entitled to
mean?
our
Like,
own
you know, like
opinion.
we have our own opinion. You know what I mean?
And
We're not
you
just,
don't need new laws that have the sense
this
to not be
fucking-
going around shouting all political stuff and putting other ethnicities down. You know what I mean? You don't need new laws. We have common fucking sense. You know what I mean?
We don't anymore.
No,
Yeah,
no,
it's common.
years
That's the problem. The common sense
yeah,
is
you're
going out
right
the
what
window,
you're
you know
saying.
what I mean?
It is slipping, isn't it? But
Yeah.
you have to look at that, don't we? Jane, it's effed
Well,
up
here, listen.
country.
You have a conversation like we like, talk to fucking people younger than me and all like that.
Not interested.
They're just-
We weren't.
You know what I
either.
mean? But no, they're not that they're not interested.
Oh.
They have a totally different take on
Yeah,
things, you know what I mean? Like than us, you know what I mean?
See, they're following the tribe.
Yeah,
Their
see, that's the
gangs,
problem,
or,
you know what I mean?
You know, they're not looking at the
Listen,
facts.
people, be a wolf. Don't be a sheep. Meh. Oh. But like, that's it. Do you ever see them when the moon is full? I didn't be wanting to howl at it and all, you know what I mean? I'm driving in my car, you know, night when I was going home, I was
That's
like, there's
natural.
a moon.
That's natural stuff.
Yeah,
That going
yeah.
back to years ago before there was
Like,
any
remember there a few
religions
weeks
and
ago,
all,
the
you
blood
know?
moon and all things like that,
Yeah.
right? Now, look, if you
I
don't
had a nice
believe in
picture
all
of
this
one.
energy and all, I swear to God, the last 3 weeks or so, my head and my energies had been all over the place.
Yeah.
Thinking of mad shit, like, and all, you know what I mean? Like, it's...
Do you know, well, I'll tell you something, it's a mad fact. You know the way there's only 12 months and all the months are different, 30 days, 28. Well, years ago, before the Catholic Church and organised religion, there used to be 13 months and every one of them were 28 days. And they were all in line with nature, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But along comes this, you have to do
change
this, you know.
change that.
Mankind.
Religion is the bleeding.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, the change.
Don't go there.
No. No,
No,
but here,
yeah,
listen. We had John on, you know what I mean? And like...
I'm a born again Christian
Yeah.
too, but I keep, like
Shut up,
John
you lawyer.
says,
I'm only joking.
like John says, it's a personal thing. I don't go to church. I speak to him. We all have him in here. That when you were made, that spark, that's him. Boom. And we always have it in here. And he doesn't. He loves us. You know what I mean? He's not what to tell you in school. Throw you. Well,
I know, here,
would
listen.
your mother throw you in the fire for being bold?
No, look at here.
God
Listen,
loves us
what
more
we
than that.
what we were taught in school was like...
Yeah, it was wrong and twisted.
And look what they were doing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
putting kids
they're
in.
like... listen, let's get off this fucking
that's a bit, isn't
politics and religion shit,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Let's get back to when we used to take acid. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, here's a good one for you.
Remember we used to go, Aj used to go up to Oliver Pond.
Yeah,
Get all
Aj
the acid and all, remember?
Yeah, see, Aj never, poor Aj, he hadn't
Here,
got one.
listen, you know what? I swear
We
to
love
God,
him.
he was
We
a
love him,
bleeding
though.
diamond, he was.
He
was,
was
you know
what
what I mean?
he came across as. He was.
He was a bleeding, you know what I mean? And he, like, he,
No airs or graces.
no, you know, he's...
I tell you, yeah, I
was a
miss him. I
diamond.
think of him a lot, and I'm
here.
sure you do as
Yeah,
well, sure.
fucking sure, like, you know what I
You
mean?
know,
It's
there's
like...
a lot of people at the shifting. Now, you don't
Yeah.
go there, you know.
No,
'cause
but
that's
here,
negative.
listen, we're gonna do a show on all the people that are gone. You know what I mean? And we're gonna talk about them because
keep
the
them
memories.
alive
You know what I
by
mean?
talking,
like
about
Adam's sister just be texting me. You know, she watches the show. She thinks it's great and.
He's watching us now,
yeah,
man.
100%, man. You know what I mean? He's probably up there thinking, "What the fuck are them two we just doing in front of a
he's
camera?"
laughing, having a great time, saying, "Fair fucking play, just doing what you want."
Yeah.
I know. Here, listen, like
that's what I believe. That's what
Yeah,
I big
you know,
believe.
Especially the three of us.
Yeah.
Had a
Like,
super
when was-
bond with,
yeah.
you know.
like, and here, listen. This podcast is bringing so many people together.
It
you know what I
is,
mean? When you
yeah,
think about
yeah.
it, look at us three here.
Yeah.
If we wasn't on a podcast, we wouldn't be talking. You'd see you on Facebook,
right.
or
Yeah,
you know what I mean, little message on Facebook
Yeah.
here and there, but you wouldn't be together. You know what I mean?
We'd always stop for a chat. You'd never pass by.
Ah,
you know
no,
what I mean?
we don't mean
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? But I mean, the three of us in the same place at the same time.
Yeah.
You wouldn't
It's
get
like
it.
Like it's
Great,
crazy,
great,
isn't
man,
it? How
know
you
what I mean?
drift as you get older,
100%, you know.
And you I make excuses up. Look, like see today when you sent that to me to cut, would have come
I
on.
thought you were going to say no.
It shocked me first. Like
Yeah.
I says to myself, when he asks me, I'll go on if he wants me to go
Yeah.
on. And but I seen it, it took me about 30 minutes to get back there.
Yeah.
More
You
than
know,
over.
I was mulling
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I say, what you know. But then I says, look,
Yeah, it's
if it gets you up, and it's not only that I was saying tonight, thanks God for getting me up here. It's getting me out, seeing old friends. You know what I mean? Look, it's lovely. It's like a summer's night. Where would I be now? I'd be sitting at home.
Watching
rolling
the
a
show,
joint,
watching
watching-
Billy Big Balls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
watching Billy
yeah.
Big
Wasn't
Balls on
the
telly.
last episode? Yeah.
Yeah, because you let it slip.
Yeah.
No, but you know, I need to get out there. When I had the dog, I was getting out. It was great.
Yeah.
But when he went, I put my feet up, and I was only going down to be pigeons, shopping, like that, and me. No, I won't go into it. Me legs, you know, I walk a little bit.
yeah.
It's your circulation, you know.
Yeah.
That's why I'm thinking about going to the gym, not to get bigger on, just to. As you get older, you get stiff and all.
Yeah,
you know,
but here,
at least
listen,
we all
you
do,
move.
you want to. This is the time in your life you want to be going to the gym, right?
Yes.
Because you want to be building like some kind of muscle.
Yeah.
It's not all about slimming down
Yeah.
and fucking. You know what I mean? It's building your joints, building your muscles. So
Building your lungs.
yeah, you know, so
Yes.
like you
Using your
want to be
body.
fucking
Yeah.
bending over to pick up your nephew or your niece or something.
Yeah.
You don't want to fuck your back up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
Like
can
I
still
know,
touch
like
my
loads
toes,
of
though.
people. You know what I mean? That fucking. Are out of shape, like, you know,
Yeah,
and they're saying,
yeah.
like, oh, I'm bleeding, pick me grandchild up the other night, snap something in my back, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
You're like,
crazy.
get down the gym, man, do a few deadlifts, do a few squats. You know what I mean?
Like,
It's
it's
like-
dangerous as well, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
when
but
you
if
just
it's-
dive in, like.
yeah, but no, I mean, you go down and pick up the weight that you can lift.
Yeah.
Oh, here, I'll give you a story, right?
Yeah.
This bloke, right, now, here.
That's what I'm talking about.
He's in there,
Oh,
he's in a podcast group, right? But I won't say his name, but it's not Craig, right? But here, right, he was in the gym. And I'm doing a fucking, you know the deadlift joke, the hex bar you stand into.
Oh yes, it
right,
goes
so
up
doing
kind
it,
of.
right, so you stand in it and you have it here, right? I'm not fucking deadlifting like a bleeding bar here, because, you know, break me back or something. But anyway, so I was doing it, right, and I had like 25 on each side, right? And I did it, and I says to him, here, listen, you do the same, but drop the weight. No, I can do the same as you. Now, I'm going to the gym about 8 months. He's only in the gym about 2 weeks.
Oh no.
And I was saying to him, I said, no, listen, there's no ego here. Like,
Pride
you know,
and
like, don't be
youngness.
fucking, you know what I mean? Well, man, he went down to do it. I don't know what way he had his back bent, but he played thing. Next minute, he dropped the weight. He's on the bleeding ground, he's in bits. And I was like, are you all right? And he was like, oh, I'm after doing something to me back.
Did he not know to lift with his knees?
Yeah, no, but
Yeah.
listen, he didn't fucking rate, you know what I mean?
He's young.
No, he's not young, he's fucking our age, man.
I
You know
thought
what I
you
mean?
when you mentioned.
Oh no, Craig. I said it's not Craig.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
said it's because there's only 3 of us in the group. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
yeah.
No, there's 4 of us in the group.
Yeah.
And
No,
it's
that's not me.
And it's not us 3. yeah. But I won't say his name. But anyway, right? Fucking. So he's in bits. There's a bloke in the gym that I know, and he's a personal trainer. And I says to him, "Oh, your man's back." And he goes, "Here, do this and move this way." And he's a bit of relief. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That was it. I think he went back to the gym a week ago. That was the first time in about thing. I says, yeah, you'll have to go through the archives to get your fucking membership. It's got long, you know what I mean?
Pull it out.
Yeah, pull it out, you know what I mean?
Don't
But,
mind you putting swimming pool and all in there.
oh, the plans for it are unreal. Like, you go down, like, see that gym down in Iristown, man? It's a blatant deadly gym.
It is.
You go in, right? You fucking. No one annoys you. No one's fucking. There's no big egos. There is blokes there that are in. Everybody's in different shape. When you go into the gym, you're going into the gym for you.
Yeah,
you
you're not going to look at women or look at his muscles.
There's no women in it.
Yeah.
This is all full of blokes. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, there does be women in it, but most of the time it's blokes.
Yeah, if you go early or whatever.
Yeah, like I say, you're worried about what you're doing in the gym.
Yeah.
There's going to be blokes there bigger than you, musclier than you. Loads, you know
Muscles,
what I mean? Half your age.
Yeah.
So what?
Muscles don't win.
No, but look.
But you don't want to get into
but you're
anyway.
going in. But here, listen, fights in the gym. No one's even.
No, what I mean is, I was watching Yokes. Know the way, like, some lads get big, right, in the gym. But they can't fight for sure. You have to be trained, you know. But anyway, I was watching one of the strongest man in the world is huge. And he was fighting Conor McGregor. They were just buzzing about.
Yeah.
He couldn't handle him, Conor McGregor. And then he was also fighting a boxing. Yeah, man, blade, lettered him out. It just goes to show.
Yeah,
but
you
big.
can't move, you know what I mean? Like, do you ever see blokes with big huge muscles trying to answer the phone? They're like this.
Basketballs under
hear
their
me?
hands.
Yeah.
Well, that's
But
the
like,
thing. That's the thing.
You see people that go, you know what I mean, that are in brilliant nick.
Yes,
They're full of steroids.
Oh,
They're full of something, you know what I mean? It's like...
Too good to be true.
Yeah, man, I'm going to the gym the last 6 months, man. Look at me belly. You know what I mean? Actually, my belly's not that big, you know. Not that big, you know. The camera makes me look bigger than I am.
That's on 50 pounds, the camera.
Yeah, that's what they say, isn't it?
50 pounds?
I'm just saying that, yeah.
Yeah, 100 pounds. 100 pounds? You say 100 pounds?
100 euro, get it right.
Yeah, no, Rego, don't be talking like that.
Oh, I know. It just comes sliding now. Remember when we were young? I remember, I can't say that. Well, anyway, when we were younger, Irish people weren't racist. You'd see a black person and you had Jewish jokes and all that, but it was a joke. We weren't like...
Jewish jokes? I never had them.
No. Fork in the sugar bowl and the likes of that. You never heard any of that? I'm not going to get into it, you know. How do you know you're in someone's house?
Remember the thing was blokes from Cavan, you know what I mean? Yeah, they can peel an orange in their pocket. And
with a pair of boxing gloves.
Yeah, I threw a tennis blade and that or something.
Like, a lot of it went when we were younger. A lot of it flew.
But any slaggings that we had, it was about other people in Ireland.
Yeah.
It wasn't really any, there wasn't like any...
There was no maliciousness in it.
Remember the time there was a joke going around about a Kerry man came to Dublin and he was walking along the canal and he bumps into this braza and she says to him, would you like a blowjob? And he goes, would that interfere with me dole?
Can you go on the X's and O's on that?
Sorry, Bob, you going to say?
No, I just remember there was kids from Egypt. Do you remember them back in the day? Egypt. They were in the Star.
I remember the Polish fella was stuck in our class. Remember?
Was it Polish?
From Poland, Pramislav, his name was.
Right.
Remember him? He was a big fella and we were told by the headmaster, don't fuck with him because his dad's a high up diplomat.
Right, yeah.
So all the baddies, so to speak, all of us were dragged in. Don't fucking even talk to him.
Special line.
Yeah.
But this lad used to pick you up and all. He was huge, big Polish young fella, and compared to Irish young fellas.
Yeah, the Polish are big,
huge,
isn't he? Yeah.
They're taking a West though, isn't he now?
No, they don't take any shit. They're right though, you know what I mean?
Remember at one stage it was them that everyone thought, they're taking jobs and all.
I used to work with these Lithuanian blokes and people used to say, you know what I mean, them foreigners coming over and taking these blokes, man.
That's it.
These blokes were... Yeah. Like every one of them, you know what I mean?
The best workers you'd have, you know.
Yeah. Here, I worked with these Lithuanian blokes, I'm not joking with you. They were the closest thing to Irish people I've ever come across. They were mad. They were mad into the gargle,
not Irish,
and playing. You'd be back in the gaff with them, and someone would whip out a bag of pills. And these outlaws be in their 50s now, taking them. You know what I mean? They just were part of the buzz. You know.
They have that mentality.
I used to walk on a site with these Lithuanian blokes. You know what they used to do, right? They used to go out in the evening time, right, and go fishing.
Excuse me.
They'd make a smoker in the job on the bleeding site, right? They'd get the fish, chop the heads off, right? Fuck the heads in a bucket. Put the rest up on the thing, smoke them, right? And I'll be like, what are you going to do with them? I'm going to leave them there. then after a while there'd be loads of maggots and everything on them. So they'd use the maggots for fishing. So it's just like a recycle thing.
It's like...
They never fucked anything away.
Yeah.
And they were fucking... I remember one time I was blading, I was on the site, right? And the boys were blading, going up the hill, you know what I mean? And I was behind them and I was like, I'm going to run one of them down in the car. No, messing. And I blew up, right? And the car got stuck like that on something. And I was like, what? It was an old Renault Megane, right? And I got stuck on something and I was like, what the fuck? And then I went, do you know what I mean? And I had a smoke, right? Next minute, this bloke was in a digger and he was here when I was coming up the yoke. He jumped over and ran down to me, don't fuck your smoke out, don't fuck your smoke out. And I was like, what? He goes, you're at the cutting your petrol line.
Oh, no, man.
Right, so I put the plain smoke out and got out, the petrol everywhere.
Oh,
This Lithuanian fella says to me, I could fix that for you. Yeah, the blading, you know one of them color gas fires?
Yeah.
The blading thing, the yoke
Oh,
over.
yeah, the lid that you put on the gas.
No, the tube.
Oh,
you could have bit of tube here, a bit of tube there, put it through.
Yeah.
Got these two fucking bracket yokes, put them on it.
Yeah.
2 days later, I sold the car to some bloke. It was like,
that would have cost probably £200-300 back then if you went to garage.
But I tell you, I had to fuck the smoke out. Bang,
yeah.
I'm telling you.
I tell
man,
a few of them
this fella
moments.
fucking... I had another one, right? It was on a Blading. They used to call me Danger Mouse in the teleporter. But I was on a site out in Blading, you know where the Dead Man's in? Out in Blading Luke. And at the back of that, there's a big school there, right? So I'm in the Blading thing, doing the fucking driving. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm probably stoned. Next minute, I put the yoke up in the air, man, Blading hit a fucking cable. Your man was like, don't get out of the truck, don't get out of it and all. Oh, man.
Yeah, you could have touching something.
Touching something, Blading thing, yeah. I got in my car, right? I left it when I was leaving there. I was like, Jesus, man, I could have fucking died there. I got in my car, just went home, never went back to the site. Man ringing me, you coming back to me bollocks, man. Again, then I got a job out in fucking, Rat Michael, fucking, with this Blading builder from Bray. And it was just basically a field. And he goes to me, you can stay here with the forks, you know, and get fucking, get used to driving it and all this, you know. Because he probably thought, you know, this cunt's a dangerous bastard, you know what I mean? You can get used to driving it and all, you know what I mean? But there was this pricky there, right? Prick he was. An absolute prick.
You always get them, don't you?
He was fucking from fucking, I don't know if Wicklow or somewhere like. He was a fucking outlet, he was a fucking wanker. But he played in, he says to me one day, he started calling me, no shouting and all. And then when I came along, where the fuck are you at the bin and all? I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I'm going to punch the head off this outlet. And he goes, where the fuck are you at the bin? We need blocks over here. I said, I'm at the bin in the fucking toilet, you fucking prick you. And he goes, well, I need fucking blocks. I said, you get them when I get them. Don't fucking talk to me like that. You'll be lucky if you're here in another for another 6 weeks or something like that. He says, about a few hours later, your man came in, you know what I mean? I said, man, I punched the head off him. You want to hear the way he spoke to me and all, you know? And he goes, I don't worry, he's on his Blading thing. 6 weeks later, he was gone.
He was gone, yeah.
And then he came back a few months later, right? And we're all sitting there and he says to this young one, fingers, are you a bricky as well, eh? Your man's outlet was. Now, your man's outlet was a bleeding lunatic.
Yeah.
And he goes, you want to get out, it's nothing, there's nothing but knackers in the game and all this, you know what I mean?
You know,
We're not saying that, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
What you're saying,
what
you know
I'm
what I
saying,
mean?
yeah,
You fucking get out of the game and all this, you know what I mean?
He was trying to turn your man off.
Yeah, trying to turn him off. And your man was sitting there, the outlet, you know what I mean? The outlet was, they were from English, these blokes. And your man, the outlet was sitting there and he was like, kill this bloke, you know what I mean?
Let's bricky him.
But your man was back mooching for his job, you know what I mean? And I came into the fucking, we had like a caravan we were all sitting in, you know? And I came in and I says to him, you're back, are you? Who's gonna last fucking 8 weeks now, you fucking prick you? Fuck off, I'm running this site now and all, you know what I mean?
It's the same with the swash. Do you remember the swash, Rego?
Yes, I do, yeah.
Did you ever realise it was the swash?
Steak? Yeah.
I never sussed that.
I never sussed
you
that.
One day I was seeing the yoke on the fucking
There
thing.
used to be a swastika
swastika on it, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck, is this a Nazi or what?
No. Do you know the swastika? Hitler robbed that from the Native Americans, the Indians. See, he turned it around to make it look like it was going forward. Now, the real way is backwards, and it means peace. It's
it was the other Indians.
Yeah.
India. No,
Indians.
India.
Yeah. Native Americans.
Oh, yeah.
Well, actually, Vietnamese use it also.
Yeah.
See, Hitler robbed also. Ever see them candlelit yokes and they have all the flags and all? That looks like Rome.
Yeah.
Rome-esque, doesn't it?
You see now, right, what
He
they're
robbed
saying about
everything.
AI, the Hitler speeches, they have them slow down so you can understand. In English, they can understand. You hear them?
Yeah.
You can understand, like
But
in
that's what-
English.
But he was going on about fucking,
Like what?
like God.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
you know, like,
but
religion
that's
should be in your
propaganda
country.
as well,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
You can't, you know.
You're listening to it and thinking, nah,
Hey,
man.
yo, it could be
Yeah,
anything.
It could be anything,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
When
That's
anything
it,
is
you know?
translated,
Yeah.
I can't take that for face
Yeah.
value. Do you know what
No,
I mean?
no, I was
When they
listening-
hear it from the,
Yeah.
in English from their
Yeah.
mouths.
With,
you know?
with your eyes,
Yeah, you know,
yeah.
you
Because
know.
I could phone you up on a face to face, and
It's
it
mad.
could be Jim Bob from fucking
Yeah.
India. Hello, it's me. You
But
know?
sound like you.
Yeah, but
And
it
look
sound
like
like
you.
me and
Yeah,
look like
yeah,
me.
yeah,
I need 500 quid, Frankie.
Fuck off.
You're texting the wrong person.
You know,
Who
but
gave you this
your
number?
parents or something, save you all away.
I
and
know,
you know
yeah,
the way
yeah.
Yeah, but
hear
here they do
everything.
like someone was saying like a bloke in my job actually, right? He's waking up, you know what I mean? He gets a message, you know what I mean? The Brazilian fella, you know, when he sees click a link, bang, clicked it, not thinking,
Yeah, yeah.
and bang, they cleaned out his account. But now he got the money back, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if fucking
Yeah,
you
the-
had to
the-
go to the bank and sort it all out with them.
It's
and
the
all, you know
older
what I mean?
people that you really
Yeah,
focus
they
on.
hit it, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Do you ever
everyone.
see the one in England that they do, like they have like a program about it, and your woman's getting scammed. Your man's on the phone talking to her, and they're listening to it.
Oh,
Seeing it.
And they're
yeah.
trying to ring your
Yeah.
woman to tell her, listen,
To
that bloke's
intercept
on the
it,
phone.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Fucking
mad,
mad,
isn't
innit?
it? Stuff that comes out now.
Oh, man.
It was on the news tonight. They're at the finding that something like thousands of Irish people's phone information. No, they can track no people that are in government and all.
Yeah.
There's a place that sells it, all the
Yeah,
information.
yeah.
They're at the
The dark
finding
web.
out
Yeah.
5,000 or a lot of Irish people. Could be you, could be me.
Yeah.
And they showed, for instance, you know, well, this is where that person goes. And
Well, Rego, if you're not paying for the product, you are the product.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
That's
mean? Like
true.
everything, all these apps,
Yeah.
free app. It's
Yes,
you're the
no,
product.
yeah.
They're getting all your
Yeah.
information.
Information, yeah.
And that gets sold.
Yeah,
Like
so
for
here,
big
listen.
money.
Terms and conditions.
Do you ever fucking, now this is, might be just me being paranoid, but do you ever think of something and then you go on your phone and it's there?
Yes.
It's a
And
Yes.
you're like,
They're
they're
listening
fucking
to you.
listening to me.
They're
How could they be
listening to you.
listening to me? They
It's
listen to me thoughts.
Yeah.
yeah.
You want to see,
You know
there's
what I
not
mean?
much sofas on my phone because I was thinking about getting, them deadly recliners
Oh,
that
yeah.
vibrate and actually push your legs in and that deadly, you know, the top of the range.
Yeah.
And next of all, they keep coming up on me
Yeah.
out, and I know it's
Your
still
algorithm.
listening.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the same with in TikTok. Remember Alex was saying if you don't
Yeah.
Yeah.
scroll past it real quick, you
It'll-
just keep
it'll
getting
keep
it.
getting-
I
Oh,
just
yeah.
keep getting, you know, them tarot cards.
Oh,
And all of them
yeah.
are saying, no, they're coming back and they're coming. You're like, you know, like it's, what?
That's how you know someone's been looking at your profile on Facebook. Now if it comes up, you may know these people.
Yeah.
That's
it,
because
yeah,
the algorithm is saying,
But
well,
you-
they're looking at him, so let's
Yeah.
try put them together.
But you know what, like, you know the way people have all these videos on TikTok and they say, let's see who's stalking you on TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
TikTok
that's-
tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
TikTok notify you as soon as someone looks at your profile, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like there's people looking at my profile and I'm thinking,
It was
fuck
this.
are you
Yeah,
doing
most
here?
of them do
No,
be
I know
tards
people
or whatever.
I knew, you know what I mean? And you're thinking, wow,
Yeah.
checking me out, Billy Big Balls.
Yeah.
Watch me on YouTube. If you can't get me enough of me on TikTok, go to YouTube, subscribe to the channel, Billy Big Balls. Have the Billy Big Balls experience.
It's all over the interweb.
Yeah, the web, yeah.
The interweb.
The internet.
Are you still listening to that rap music?
Yeah.
Right, I mean, Nanny used to say that.
But here, I was looking at the fucking, you were talking about your man Charlie thing, you know? But this is how much they were mocking him on the bleeding thing.
Yeah.
When he said, we should stop listening to rap music and
right,
fucking
though.
this. Next minute, they put a Biggie tune on. Who shot you, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean?
Gouge
know,
your neck or
fucking-
something.
You know,
Wu-Tang,
you know, fucking like it's...
Have you seen
In America, like, they're just wild.
Yeah, they have freedom of speech, but they're all getting sacked now from schools, from government. Your man was even took off the telly, I forget his name.
Oh,
that
yeah,
cross-eyed fella.
That was only last... But did you hear what he said?
Yeah, he said nasty
He said about...
shit.
He said something about Trump.
Jimmy Kimmel,
yeah.
is it?
Jimmy Kimmel, yeah.
Now, I reckon they are using this to clean the
Jimmy
closet
Kimmel,
also.
it sounds like someone else fucking...
Yeah, that's his, yeah.
What was that fucking...
King Billy McCarroll.
No, like Johnny
Kimmel.
Kimball. It was in a
The
fucking...
Waltons or something?
No,
Yes,
no, the
yeah,
Waltons,
yeah,
like
Kimball.
fucking... you know, like one of these gangster movies years ago or
Right,
something,
right.
you know what I
Oh.
mean? Your man Ray Winston or something.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
Something
yeah,
Kimball,
yeah,
I always
yeah.
remember the name, you know what I mean?
Kimble. Yeah,
Aye,
sounds
Kimball.
like a
Gimbal.
an
You
hourly
cats.
send gangster.
Remember,
Sexy beast.
no,
Is it?
remember
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
before that, remember Scum?
Oh, yeah.
I'm
we
the
watched that as
fucking
kids.
daddy here.
Where's
I
your
know,
tail?
Yeah,
Oh,
what fucking
tail?
do? Yeah. Well, it's deadly when he played and smashes your man with the yoke. Your man's going on, stay there, grass.
Yeah.
He goes in and played like, yeah.
There's a lot of famous
Remember the
people in
fucking,
that.
remember the, I'll tell you
The man
that.
out of the hill.
Yeah. He's
You know
dead.
what?
Tim
The worst fucking scene in it. Remember they were in the
Rave
Rave
runners.
house.
The Rave,
Oh
yeah.
man, I was look. That's my worst.
We used to
fear,
fast
man.
forward that when we were watching.
Yeah.
Remember, we hated it.
Fucking hell, man.
That was it. That would be, but we won't go into that. That's just nasty.
Just a tattoo there. Gav, look at the Billy Big Balls. Frankie's getting one on his neck.
Neck stamp, yeah.
Yeah, you'll have to pick out a tattoo you want, Frankie. You get it for the show.
I've no room.
You can go over stuff.
Get it for the show.
I suppose, yeah.
The show wants
No, I mean like
You're spoiling the show, Billy. You are.
the show wants to sponsor Frankie for a tattoo.
Oh, yeah. Like the ice bucket challenge, get a tattoo.
Billy Big Balls.
Yeah. You don't have to get Billy Big Balls.
Yeah, I don't know.
You get whatever you want, you know what I mean?
Think about it,
Is your man, how is he money-wise, the tattoo artist? All right, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Because it's very dear nowadays. It's not
I know,
£8
listen,
for the tattoo
this,
anymore.
you know, and you want to see the tattoo. You know what he did? He did a tattoo of, you know, Post Malone. He did a tattoo for his barber or something, Post Malone on his leg,
What's
right?
Post Malone?
Post Malone's a singer.
Oh, I don't know.
But your man went to Blade and your man went to the Post Malone concert. Got him backstage. Your man, Post Malone, signed the fucking thing.
Yeah,
And he went back out. Actually. Yeah, he went back out and got a fucking
over
done.
it. Yeah.
But he was saying he has a portrait with the signature on it.
Really?
You know, fucking deadly.
Speaking of famous people, you know who I met? Well, about 6 years ago. Dion used to live in East Swallow. He used to walk our little dog, our French bulldog.
Ah, he was deadly, wasn't he?
Yeah, and
What was his name? Gino, was it?
Gino. Bit the hand on me more times than I can. He
Yeah.
had something wrong with his brain,
wasn't he?
you know, yeah. But he's a lovely dog. He was.
Yeah.
So me, Gino, Duke, are walking over past the point. There was a MMA fight on this night. So we're walking by and we get up to, you know, where they have the new hotel and all there near the point.
Yeah.
And I see this big black guy with a beard. And he goes like that, waves at me and goes. And I thought, people always stop me for the dogs because they're unusual, a white German Shepherd, all that. And he'd stop me. I thought, so I stopped and he came over to me. It was your man, Jim Jones. No, Jim Jones. Jim Bone Jones.
Oh, right. John Bones.
John Bone Jones. He had the yoke
yeah.
around him. I didn't see it till he got over. He had the belt and all.
No
way.
way.
Says, are you fighting in there tonight? I didn't even know his name, you know?
Yeah.
Because I don't really watch MMA around.
John Jones, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We met him and I never got a picture even, never thought of it till I walked off. And then everyone's saying, yeah, man, you should have gotten this and that.
Yeah, no, fuck yeah, I do it. Like, I was in juniors there a while ago and someone said to me, oh, there's your man now playing, he's your man.
Boys on.
He's your man, what's his name? Fucking, Brendan Gleeson.
Oh, did you?
His son.
Yeah.
His son.
Donald, is it?
Donald.
Yeah.
He was in the, you know, he was in Star Wars or something, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in loads.
Yeah,
Black
he's in
Mirror
loads,
and-
I was looking at him going, I've never seen him before in my life. I was like,
Did you know now?
He looks like he's started
he's
a lot,
very
doesn't
good.
he?
I know,
Yeah.
he's kind of
He's a-
tall, kind of
yeah,
ginger
he's
hair bloke. You know what I mean?
Skinnier. Yeah. He has another brother.
There's another brother that's the image of him.
Ah, yeah.
Remember he had
That
a
was in
fucking,
Love Hate.
he was in Love Hate, yeah. Remember
yeah.
there was another thing with the two of them in it. They were living in, it was up.
Yeah, I didn't see that
Yeah,
one.
it was,
I remember.
funny.
Yeah.
It was, it's funny, yeah.
He was in another thing about the Rising as well. One of them was in it anyway.
Nage was in it, wasn't he?
He was in
the
that also.
Bobby Sands.
Did you ever see a man, John O'Connor's, that's in Love Hate?
Yeah.
His son down age.
Seen it,
you ever seen him?
yeah.
What's that? Darren. Oh, yeah, he even does the bit of
Yeah, he does
naughty
it, yeah.
accent.
Yeah,
and all that.
yeah.
When I seen it, I nearly pissed myself laughing.
You sent it to me.
Did I? Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to send it to someone. See, the show was opening up avenues, like you said.
Telling you.
I worked with him on a documentary, John Connor.
Did you? Yeah. He's a nice bloke, I believe.
Sound.
Yeah, they did the fucking thing with Casey and all, didn't they? Fucking,
Yeah.
what's the name of that?
The Darkly Something. Is it?
Oh.
Yeah, the black. That's what Casey.
I remember Blade and Dan O'Neill was saying they were gonna be in it or something, but they wanted a COVID test, and they were like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Just in case you had it, you know what I mean? You
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
have to play and isolate for 10 days or
Well,
whatever, you know?
What's the film about? When you've seen it?
I've never seen it, no.
It's
What's
It's,
the name
it's a gangster thing, is it?
Yeah, I think it is something like that. I'd like to see it for who's in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the lads from the area and that.
When I heard you had to pay to watch it, it was...
Yeah,
I was
yeah. No, you don't mind waiting till it comes on the stick.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
but
yeah. Stick?
I know. But
No, what are we talking about here?
Yeah.
What's
yeah,
the...
you mean for
Gabs are
fire?
getting ready. See, people are getting locked up and all with them fire
I
sticks now,
know,
you know what I
yeah.
mean?
They put out a yoke the other day. I was on the news. And then that night, I believe everyone's sticks were gone, you know. Oh,
Yeah.
And then the next day they were all back.
They're the ones ripping us off.
Big time.
RTE.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, have you watched... You know what the best thing on RTE is at the moment? Have you watched the Traitors?
No.
Ah, man, it's fucking deadly. It's about like...
Traitors?
Traitors,
Oh,
yeah.
we see
it's like
ads, I
a
do.
group of people, you know what I mean?
Right.
And some of them are fucking faithfuls and some are traitors. And there's a prize, you know what I mean?
Oh, it's
Who
like
done
a
it?
reality show.
It's
is
like
it?
Yeah,
a
yeah.
who done it, not
Yeah,
like
yeah,
when them
yeah,
other
yeah.
people.
But it's
There's
like-
3 or 4.
I think I've seen an ad for it.
Some of them are looking at, you know what I mean? Like, I know that we know who they are, but
Yeah.
even if you didn't know, these
Yeah.
blokes are acting so fucking out of character, you'd be like...
Yeah.
You learn from it.
Yeah,
you
it's
learn
good,
yeah.
how
It's very
devious
good,
people
yeah,
are.
yeah. I think it is anyway. But there was one bloke in a party, you know what I mean? And he was a traitor. But all the other traitors...
Spoiler alert, is it?
No, he's either getting fucked out or not. But he was a traitor, and the other traitors, you're supposed to be like teamed up with them. He was going after them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Calling them out and getting people to vote for them and all, you know what I mean? And
Like
then
he was playing
recruiting
a double
people.
cross.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And
Like
it
Big
turned-
Brother when it started.
Yeah,
Remember?
it turned out right. There was his son was in it, but when you get picked to go on it, you're sworn to secrecy, so you can't
Right,
say. So you have to tell your family you're going
Yeah,
away
yeah.
for something or whatever. You know what I mean? And the outfit and the son didn't know they were in it, and then they were in the room together and they're looking, going, "What the fuck's going on here?" You know what I
imagine
mean?
that. Like,
But the young is out on the blade. They're out doing a task. And he shouts, "Daddy!" You know what I mean? But there's loads of little memes for it now, you know. Daddy,
Yeah.
Daddy, cool. But yeah, no, I think I like it anyway.
someone
you know
was sussing that and Diego. That's his son, isn't
yeah,
it?
but here, when he said it, he's looking around, you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
You should have started
copied it,
singing
you know
a
what I mean?
song or something.
Yeah.
Daddy cool. You know?
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
it's
no.
probably the best thing that RTE ever played and put together, you know what I
Oh,
mean?
he's a shy show.
Aye,
Isn't it? Like,
Love Hate was probably that.
Love Hate was
Yeah.
good as well, you know what I
but
mean?
the people that run it.
You know what? I didn't really, that Kane, I wasn't really into that. You know what I
No.
mean?
It
I
was
didn't
our
see
accents.
one person in a Canada Goose jacket. I was very disappointed.
Or the North Face jacket.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's
What was
just...
it? Kane.
Kane.
And it was
Kane.
up at Lansdowne,
Yeah.
based
Yeah.
up the lane.
Yeah.
It was very boring.
Like, you know what I mean?
Stuck
If
in
you had to be
the
in a
house.
flats or fucking, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Like, I know they're trying to show the other side of crime.
Yeah,
The
the
people,
higher-
like, higher
yeah.
up, you know what I mean? But
Well, I
it
thought it
was,
was
like,
going to be
Yeah.
the Kinahans. That's
Yeah.
what. But that wasn't. It wasn't about that,
It
was
was
it?
No, I don't know.
Kane,
The
like
Kane-
a kinfolk.
Kane,
you know?
yeah.
yeah,
But that's
I don't know what the fuck it was about, you know what I mean?
It was like
Or
what she
based
says
on, you know?
exactly. The
But it
top
just,
are ups,
it wasn't
wasn't real
it wasn't
enough.
gritty
Like,
enough,
no,
you know what I
yeah.
mean?
It wasn't real.
Like,
Full
Love
stop.
Hate
Love Hate
unreal.
was.
That was probably the
Yeah,
best.
he
Irish
did a
cancer
lot.
thing,
I
you
reckon
know
he
what I
did
mean?
a lot of homework on that, you know.
Yeah.
'cause
A lot of
you
Rings End in Love Hate, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
That's because it has
Yeah,
that
because
look.
you know, and
Yeah.
down to Shelly Banks and
Yeah,
all, you know what I
Shelly
mean?
Banks, yeah.
Because it's
Yeah, that's true. Plus, also there was a film with Bane, Batman. What's his great actor?
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
I love him. And the first film I ever seen him in was he was a Cockney and he was only out of prison, and he was shot down by the coal yards and
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
Some of it was shot down there, and a lot of it was shot in Joseph Manchester, not Joseph Manchester, one of them places.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
it was deadly. You know, it was only like a 3-series thing.
Right.
But that's the first time I ever
He's
seen
deadly.
him, and he says,
He's a great
I
actor.
hate him because he played a scumbag.
Yeah.
And I hated him. And they says, because I hate him, he's that good of an actor, you
Yeah.
know.
Well,
Then
yeah,
everything.
him and the Craze.
Yeah,
He puts the guns over now.
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
man,
watched
he's
that
fucking
recently.
deadly, yeah.
He's great.
Because I
he is.
prefer the old Craze. You
Oh,
remember
right,
that one?
yeah.
That was on the other night, the old
Was
one
it, yeah.
was on. Yeah.
What was them two brothers?
Um,
The band, yeah, the band.
Gold.
Spandau Ballet, wasn't it?
Spandau
Yeah,
Ballet, yeah.
Yeah, man, Martin Kemp.
That's
Martin
right.
Kemp.
That's right. Yeah.
He's in EastEnders,
Yeah.
Fucking EastEnders.
He's
What?
on a fucking goggle box or something now,
Yeah,
isn't he,
yeah.
for fuck's sake. But
But,
yeah, fucking Your man Tom Hardy, he's a bleeding great actor.
he is.
Isn't he
Yeah.
solid? He's great.
See him in that fucking one with where he plays your man. What's his name? That lunatic in the prison in England.
Bronson.
Oh,
Bronson.
Bronson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said he was
great,
talking on a
though.
podcast or something about it. And he says, "Your man, rang him. I got you.
Yeah.
He should be out, man.
Yeah.
Why he's not free?
Yeah, because he keeps killing,
He
bashing
keeps-
people
yeah.
in.
Yeah.
He's institutionalized, I think.
Yeah.
I think he's happy
That's
where
his
he
whole,
rules
you know.
where he is.
Yeah,
in that
yeah.
kind of way.
He'll just end up like Brooks hanging out of bleeding ceiling.
Ah,
Brooks was
fucking
here.
worse,
Remember that?
Fucking mad,
Shawshank
wasn't it?
Redemption.
That was a deadly movie.
That
as well.
was that's
Yeah.
one of the best, I think.
You know, the only thing about that is he crawled through yards and shit, but he left it till taco night to do it.
There's no taco back then.
I know, but imagine that curry
Doritos.
night.
Yeah.
Curry
Tortillas.
night back there. Grits. Some grits.
Yeah, I remember that movie years ago, Blazing Saddles.
Oh, yeah.
That was fucking class. Remember where your woman's...
You wouldn't get away with that now.
The sheriff's coming. And your man, your woman goes, the sheriff's here. And ding, ding, you can hear the thing and everyone's like, what? The sheriff's coming, he's a ding, ding. And then when he gets there, it's like, everybody's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Just looking.
Do you remember where he played in there?
It's employed
You have
with
him
us,
all
yeah.
played. You have him all. You have him on the thing. They're all surrounding him. Next minute he grabs himself with the neck, puts a gun to his head.
Yeah.
Anybody moves, and he gets it. You know what I mean?
Gets it.
It's fucking. But the part where they go in, telephone call from Mongo.
Yeah.
You man.
Oh,
Man, that was fucking. But
Some movies back then, wasn't it?
God, you wouldn't get away with it now. Remember, I think one of the workers was black and he was on some sort of, and he was sinking in the sand. He goes, quick!
Yeah.
Get it out! They pulled the trolley out.
Yeah.
Big mad shit.
Mel Brooks, is that your man's name? Yeah.
Mel Brooks, yeah.
Fucking,
yeah.
man.
It was
some of
all
the-
just in fun.
It
that,
was
isn't
in
it?
fun, you
It's
know
in
what I mean?
fun.
But
Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, he said, the best gunner in the town, you know what I mean? What's your hand? His hands like this. And he goes, no, that's me hand.
I was only watching Dumb and Dumber the other day. Yeah,
That's fucking deadly.
The first time I ever seen that was tripping. Me and Nigel, the first time we got us, and we watched that.
Yeah.
We were babysitting with girls, and we were just, it's a mad film as it is, and then to watch it. Like,
The way he done the things on him, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got you, you know what I mean? They found the money and all, they're fucking class. You see Dumb and Dumber too. That was
yeah. Do you know, I was saying the thing about Jim Carrey, you know the way he's always funny, laughing, all that. He says his life is hell. He says he can't stop that. It's like something inside him. He believes it's, his life is a disaster, he thinks,
listen.
He was going out with a girl from Moore.
Yeah, she died, yeah.
And he went through a bit of a... But
Maybe,
now he's in it.
yeah.
He's flipped that now.
Has he?
Talks about this. He's in a
Yeah,
movie.
he's in it, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not even a reality, you know?
He's gone deep down the rabbit
Yeah.
hole,
He's
kind
happy.
of,
He's not going away.
he's content and relaxed like himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. The mask and all that.
Mask and
yeah,
all, yeah.
grown up.
The Grinch, fuck's sake.
I was thinking of films.
Remember the one where he's played in Me, You and Mary, is that it?
That's... Adam Sandler.
No, not Me and Mary. Remember the one where he's played, he's
something
sons of
about
having the
Mary.
He
two.
flips.
You remember he had the two kids, the two little black kids.
The three kids.
The three kids and that mad nerds and the little fucking thing. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what's that called?
Irene,
Myself
and
and Irene.
Yeah,
That's
that
a
is one of the
class
funniest
movie.
films
Kill
I've
that
ever
hair
seen.
on the
Yeah.
Keep shouting
Yeah.
and kicking it.
But when,
Get your
when your man comes, I'm leaving you the little dwarf, you know what I mean? And the blade. He owns the kids are
Use
little
people
nerds.
take checks?
Yeah.
What do you mean, use people?
Yeah.
It was, I tell you that, you watch that any time.
Oh no,
and
here,
piss
you know what? I'm
yourself.
going to watch that tonight.
I watch that every year.
That-
These
yeah.
ones are for you.
Oh, the other one about your man that with the hook hand that
Oh,
does the
yeah,
bowling.
yeah.
What's that called?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
comical too,
That's
isn't
a
it?
cracker, yeah.
Your man with the little thing.
Yeah. And you went, nah. The other one, innit? She's a good actor. She's been in a lot of things. Oh, your man's arm machine in the.
Yeah, Google that there.
Oh, what's the name of that?
Made creatine, don't we?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, crazy.
I only took 2 scoops before I came up. It's having
It's
the
on
opposite
tip of
for
my
me.
tongue, it is.
I
I
don't
can't
even
think
know
of
the
the name
movie.
of it. But you know, you see it.
I know here,
Takes
yeah.
the Amish fella, doesn't he?
Yeah. Your man's a big dopey fella.
Yeah.
You know, he brings him. He's basically on a fiddle. But it's a good old film.
I know
forget
here,
the name
the
of it.
films years ago were playing comical, wasn't it? You know what I mean?
Gas, man.
Fuck's sake. But,
It's not all right.
Yeah, nowadays, that's the whole point. That's what's wrong with the world.
Yeah,
You can't have this joke.
people
Big
are
Ed
afraid to
McCracken,
even.
remember?
Huh?
Big Ed McCracken.
Yeah.
McCracken, yeah. Who was that? The Irish actor. He's flicking his hair off.
Yeah.
You know, we're seeing another great film. They're all making a movie about being in Vietnam. And, did you
Blue
see
Thunder.
that? Yeah, something Thunder. Yeah, what's it called?
Blue Thunder.
Not Blue
Is that it?
Thunder, that's a helicopter. Something Thunder,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder. Yeah,
The
yeah.
black fella, I didn't know he was
Yeah.
until the end. He was so
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
No. Like
Robert
at the
Downey
start when he
Jr.
was
Robert Downey
showing,
Jr., yeah.
when he was showing him on a horse and all, that didn't compute. I just thought
They're,
he was a
they're
black
really
actor.
getting shot at and everyone thinks
Yeah.
it's part of the movie.
Yeah.
Gas, isn't
He's
it?
licking the blood from your hands.
Yeah.
Al Pacino. What's your man's name? Al Pacino.
Yeah.
It's not Al-
Yeah.
Al Pacino loves the pussy. I'm
Yeah.
a magician. Ain't no pussy I can't get into.
Yeah.
Al Pacino's. Chinos, yeah. That
Yeah,
was his
yeah,
second
yeah.
name, Chinos, like the
Oh, man.
trousers.
Yeah, there was the fucking... Yeah, some of the fucking movies back then were playing classic,
Oh,
you know,
stop.
but nowadays it's like, I don't know any good fucking comedies nowadays, do you?
Jenny, no, I'm not like that. The nearest I kind of like is Guardians of the Galaxy. The likes of that,
Yeah.
they're funny, and the music I like in it. Know all the old kind of songs,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Like what you were saying. Do you remember when I used to walk up to the Swass and we were into nothing but hardcore? And I'd be listening to 98 FM all day, all the
Yeah,
old
yeah.
songs, and I'd be singing them just without thinking. You'd be all looking at me. Why are you singing?
He's
Are
a
you
steamer.
singing?
Yeah.
He's gay.
Yeah, that's what we were saying on the yoke about it. Everyone...
But what when he says he's gay, you didn't mean he went with another fella. You
No.
meant he's a fucking idiot,
Yeah.
or he's not with it,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
you know, we never.
It
had
wasn't.
that
It
way.
wasn't a sexual thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gas.
It's just back then that you fucking, you know, you just say bleeding.
Here's a story that just popped into my head.
Here we
Up at
go.
the jungle, now Marion College.
Yeah.
The jungle up there that used to be up there. Me, yourself, Aj, and I can't remember the fourth person. We're up there with 4 girls. We're drinking. This was before the rave days. We were having. Do you remember
Yeah.
this? The Naked Mile. But we were up there. There's a lot of bushes around the jungle. So someone says to someone after about 2, 3
Take your top off.
there you had to run up there and you knew it. So I don't know how it was. So ran up and he's knew it. So another can goes down. We all ended up in our nude. We only had our runners on, our socks, our boxers were on our head. We ran up to the end, but then we kept going up Lansdowne Road.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding. Only short of hearing that music, you know that
Yeah.
music for. But we were in the raw, we ran up onto the train tracks, you know, and a train pulled in at there. They didn't know where to look. We were all dancing. We were like boys on that fucking first time we were on, what you call that?
The Late Show.
Yeah, we were all just doing a dance in the nip with our boxers on our head looking through the slits. Remember?
That's what some bloke is with his boy. Look, he's
Yes.
still got a Mickey between you.
He got freaked out. He was on the other side, over at Lansdowne, on the other side of the road, and we're running up this side, like laughing and screaming. And he took it on himself to start shouting shit
Yeah.
at us, you know. That's because he was insecure, you know what I mean? But,
His boy is probably saying,
yeah, oh my God, they're terrible.
"Oh yeah,
they're
it's
willies."
on your face."
Put our hands like that.
Yeah.
But it was some laugh.
Ah,
that
big
felt very liberating, I have to say.
I'll tell you one thing, man. We did fucking
My
shit,
shit.
didn't
Some
we,
you
man?
just
You know
can't
what I mean?
say.
Ah, little man, I'm telling you. Like the bits that we talk about on the show, like, you know what I mean? It's like, if we talked about what I think.
Trip down memory lane.
Yeah.
Most
Or even
definitely.
before that, back to the zigzag and getting the
Yeah.
pigeons.
Yeah, well, you were
know
mad at
what
the
I mean?
pigeons,
You
friends,
remember
wasn't
that?
The zigzag, yeah.
I was afraid of heights.
How none of us died.
Couldn't get up the fucking
Like,
thing, you
mad
know?
to say. Because that place is just a hell fucking.
Waiting to
Yeah.
take people, yeah, fuck man.
Yeah, no, yeah, 100%. I was afraid of heights. I never got up it.
I remember that.
Blade. I remember one night you all got up and I was downstairs on my own. We ended up going across to Blade. Remember the Travellers had a Blade
Oh,
thing
yeah,
there?
yeah.
And the opener was in Ringsend school. And I was saying to him, man, I have to Blade.
Wait,
All the
on
boys
your
are
mates
up there.
Up there.
He said, They're going down to the off licence. Bang, the game, you lifted the bleeding car, it was an El Granada. And the thing was in bits, you know what I mean? I was like, rocking down the road. Remember you used to buy the cars out?
I was about to say that. The travellers used to fix up old cars and you could go to them with a tenner and they'd give you an old rust box that'd go. But
like
you know, it's moving, you know, like, and you're only wherever
they bollocks, you know what I mean? We'd be running down getting
a tenner.
Two pounds worth of petrol or something, you know what I mean? We'd be driving around now. Remember the Mini Fiori down the thing, Rego?
We were
all tripping out,
remember?
We were only talking about when the boys were on the show, remember?
Oh, I remember seeing that. Yeah, there was no floor, you could see the ground.
Yeah,
just zipping by us and I was going,
we're all
we had a great life, didn't we?
Yeah.
Thought we were going
to hell, man.
Dead, or you know, you just get...
We were mad into cars years ago, weren't we?
Yeah.
I remember
other people's cars. So.
Yeah, I remember years ago, right, me and Adge bought a blade and someone bought it, a fucking, I think it was a Honda something, you know what I mean? It was up at the bleeding cottages, you know what I mean? We went over the blade and...
Cherry Street?
No, we went to Sheriff, we got a house. And then, we went, me, fucking Adge and bleeding Gary thing. Yeah. Bleeding both dead now.
Gary and Adge, yeah.
Right, so we went over to blade and... what do you call that? Ballymun.
Ballymun.
Right, and we were blowing around in the right next minute the thing conked out and we were like, wait, we're on push it. It's on the sand, you know what I mean? So we're trying to push it to get it started. And Gary's pushing the next minute he's bleeding hand out, shoulder blade and the headlight.
Oh!
Right, cut the hand out himself, you know what I mean? And then we got it started and we were up in Sandy Mountain and next minute the yellow bill came. Stopped us in it, you know, fucking...
You jumped in the back, you could, couldn't you? If you got in the back without them seeing it, they couldn't do anything for driving.
But here, listen, they were playing, putting us in the back of the thing, you know, and someone said, look who it is, it's Billy or blah, 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 they won the coppers, you know what I mean? And then they were counting, like, who was in the car, he said, so, where's Philip? And I was like, here I am, here, you know what I mean? You said your name was Billy, you know. And Gary was there, right, and his hand was in bits. And when they were bringing us back to the station, I don't know why, the car wasn't even robbed. They were bringing us back to check and see if it was robbed, you know what I mean? Yeah. But we had to point out the travellers. And fucking, he says, your mate's gone off to get stitched up. We were like, stitched up, all right, you bleeding shower of cunts.
No better people to do it,
Fucking scumbags, man. See,
nowadays, they're not like years ago. They're wimps now.
Years ago, like, if coppers would punch the head off, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's just the way it was back then, wasn't it? Like the coppers, I remember, like they'd come up and stop and say, "That's such and such, that's such and such."
Remember your man, that red?
Yeah.
He was a fucking. Remember him, Frankie?
No, Lane.
No, he was a bleeding cunt. He was.
Yeah.
I remember years ago, fucking. He used to walk up like he was dirty Harry. Him and your man JJ, remember?
Yeah.
He walk up like he was.
His
no,
job.
but he was like he wasn't a prick.
He did
you know
his
what
job,
I mean?
but the other
fella was a scumbag.
Remember,
absolute.
Loved.
You remember playing thing? Remember a thing battled your man down in Norristown, the copper.
Yeah.
He was a little cunt, that copper. Remember him?
Yeah. Who did he battle? Oh yes, yeah.
He got locked up for it. Remember, he got a few years, didn't he?
Yeah. See, that's the way coppers were years ago. They'd give you a punch, I remember.
But he slaughtered him, didn't he? He actually slaughtered him. You know what I mean?
Your cousin, we won't say names. He used to be always,
everyone
he used to be always drinking, you know. But I remember he used to always give the coppers a bit of shit back. No, he could be saying, "No, you shut up now. Go on now, fuck up now." Remember they took him down the beach one night, and we were all on the corner when they took him. And about an hour and a half later, he comes down with Larry Skinner's, and he's holding his back. And he has no jacket on, and one of his runners missing. His head's out here. He were not a blade.
Slaughtered
him.
Yeah.
No, bring him down.
Shelly
Banks battered
Remember the boys broke into the blading thing, the Marion College, and they were all in the swimming pool.
That's right.
And the guy that came and nicked them, put them all in the car. They were all in the nude. Yeah. And they drove them around with the blade, the window down and all. Fucking, what you cunts, man.
You get bleeding pneumonia from that.
Yeah, they didn't give a bollocks. They were like, they hated us, man.
They had to, they did.
Straight up from the country. Get up there to Dublin and get yourself a job.
Straight out of the bar.
Fucking dirty fucking cunts, man.
No, they took it too seriously.
They did, man. I played.
Some were alright.
Nah, they were cunts, man.
I remember, was a Babyface, I don't know, the one that was a community fella.
Yeah.
I think he's still there now.
Derek, your man Derek.
He's actually,
Remember we were in the
wasn't a
sheds.
cunt.
Remember everyone was lashed with drinking in the playing Marion College or something. And someone said, "Here's the garden," and everyone went around and goes, "I know it's only man there, the king."
But he
Comes in on his bike.
sit there with his
Yeah, lads,
chips.
and his hands, he's moving on and on.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Do you want a chip then?
Yeah.
Have a bag of chips, remember that? But he didn't give a bollocks. It was like he was only marking time or something. But actually, he caught a friend in a car, and we were up further watching. And he just came out of nowhere, and the friend was in the car, and he nicked him, and he chased us off. You know about it, you do. And then he turned around to the friend and says, "Listen, I know you're in trouble and all, but I'll let this go if you go to England." You know, but he didn't, you know, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You know. But,
Well, I remember here years ago, right? I was fucking, I was with me gaff and me board. And I was walking home down Ringsend, we're walking down Fitzwilliam Quay, right? Next minute the guy to come around the corner. "Stay where you are, don't attempt to run." I was like, "Run? I'm not going anywhere, man." Jumped out of the car, boom, nicked me. "You're under arrest, you have to be in robbing a bike up in Paget Street." I said, "They're not fucking doing me bollocks, I'm only there leaving me gaff." They went down to me gaff up on my balcony checking for the bike and all, right? Brought me to the Blade Now Bill station. Kept me overnight. The next day I went to court, you were at the charge and someone else with her as well, right?
Yeah, but still kept you
yeah,
for
still
fuck's
kept me,
sake.
right? But here, they were saying that the two of us were there. So we went to court, right? And when we were in court, do you know that bloke that was at the getting nicked from Ringsend? And he goes, we were sitting there, the judge called whatever, and he goes, "Listen, before we start, I took the bike, he wasn't even there. I don't know where he came from. He had nothing to do with it." And the cop was looking, you know what I mean? And the judge, and I said, "Yeah, he just fucking arrested me for no reason." And the cop was like, the one here, the judge gave the cop loads of abuse, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, and the cop was, the judge saying to him, "What the fuck did you arrest him for? You had no evidence in this." And now this man is pleading guilty to it, and he's saying he wasn't there.
Like the Birmingham 5 or
You know,
whatever.
like, you know, they were just fucking,
yeah.
they were just cunts. Just see me on my way home, you know what I mean? And bang.
Yeah.
He's a prick.
He's a
him,
name.
you know what I mean?
That's what they,
That's
you know,
all it
that's
was,
why
you
they
know
used
what I
to
mean?
look at us.
And I was thinking, I says to my board and all, you should have fucking went home on your own and all, you know what I mean?
Blame
Walked
Brown
down
Hall.
Ringsend, you know what I mean?
Still to being pulled.
Oh, they're still a bit. Next
That's the
day.
lesson that was learned. It was whole fault.
Yeah. Women, I
some
knew
skill.
not to trust women.
We should have gone
It happened
there.
from school.
Yeah.
We were all just labelled.
Oh, big time.
I was told, like, from 4th class or whatever, you're just going to end up on the corner.
Yeah.
You're just going to be...
You're a corner boy.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And that's it. And you're never going to reach any goals.
No.
You were a great singer. You were a great singer, Frankie. No joke.
You're a good artist as well, weren't you?
Yes, he's a great
like,
you
you
have a lot of
remember, you
talent.
grow, yeah.
Using me art now to...
Yeah,
We
exactly.
were
Yeah.
We were in school and the teacher turned around. I remember it was about 4th or 5th. And she says, "Frankie, you're doing great." He was in the choir up in Harrington Road.
Right, yeah.
He's doing great. He's doing soprano and
paid for that.
everything.
Yeah.
And the teacher says, "We have someone good in the class and stood you up. You're embarrassed a bit." I know you understand.
Yeah,
But
you were, you know what I mean?
she was saying
supposed to be
sing,
hard,
and
yeah.
everyone was
Yeah, you were singing in
everyone
the
was
choir.
going there.
Gay.
Everyone was saying, you know, kind of, yeah, sing, but they were ready to, you know.
Yeah.
And I says, no, sing, Frankie, go on. And no one fucking slag him. And you wouldn't have one. And that's all right, because when you're that age, you won't.
Yeah, very embarrassed.
I thought I would have at shit for doing that.
Yeah.
I sang at my confirmation, right?
Yeah.
Done the soprano thing.
Yeah.
I thought a bit, you know the way people, we were all
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you
Everyone
can
said
slag
it.
for that
Think
different.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah, once if you stood out, you were fucked.
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
No,
You know
he was
what
But that was one
talented
thing that
bloke.
was like,
Yeah.
Talented bloke. Especially with your art as well,
Yeah, you were good at the old art, weren't you?
oh, Indian rings, fucking everyone rings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. You did it well as well, you know. But yeah, it's a lot of talent there in there, Frankie. Yeah.
Talent in Ringsend.
Oh,
Ringsend.
children, you'd never make it
It's
up
a
there
wash,
walks.
you know what I mean?
Lucky you didn't, though, hey?
I made a few walls.
That's just a joke. It was an awkward wall. There was a bush on top of it.
I remember getting off at one wall, there's a load of stingers on the other side.
They're kind of
Fell
like
in
natural
with it,
barbed
yeah.
wire, you know. You had to kind of have it be flexible, you know,
Yeah,
get
yeah,
through it. Gas.
All the things we got up to.
Yeah.
Remember the playing the Rock Factory?
I do, yeah.
I was only saying to someone there, well, remember the Rock Factory?
Wilton's, I think, was the name of that. Was
Yeah,
it
it
Wilton's?
was.
Yeah. He used to make macaroni.
He used to make macaroni bars and all, yeah.
He used to go up on a Saturday when we were in school and be hiding behind the dumpster.
Yeah.
And your man would come out,
yeah.
he would, and he'd see us hiding in the bushes and wouldn't say yeah, and about the 10th time he'd come out and go here and give us stuff, you know.
Remember we used to go up to Johnson Mooney's and all,
On
on
the
Five
back
in the morning, we got up looking for a job.
Yeah,
Remember doing
fuck's
that?
sake, remember, yeah.
I did that for ages.
As
Shay got a job, didn't he?
So did I, yeah.
And,
Remember your man,
Jay
he was
Smith.
a mad thing, your man Jerry, remember?
Oh, Jerry. He's a
Yeah.
karate expert.
Someone said he played and put his fucking hand up his arse or something.
He was mad.
He was a lunatic. Remember being the yogi coming into the shop, you know what I mean? Someone's like, yeah, man, I even killed him and all.
He was a
you know
mad
what I mean?
karate head.
He
but
was, yeah.
He looked like he ran into a bus. His nose
was all flat, you know
off
what
the
I
big
mean? Oh, he was a
man.
lunatic, wasn't he?
Mad, he was.
Yeah, he was. He was
I
funny
remember
though,
saying
you know
to
what I mean?
him, have you, I think Shay it was, we were getting a lift off in his van and he's saying, have you got a bug, you know, in this van, you know? So he had a nice radio and he goes, bug. Where's all bugs? He was bleeding mad like that, you know? One of
They
them
went back and
characters.
robbed his stereo.
Yeah. Two fellas pulled up at Ray's on a motorbike, you know, probably from Europe, all in black, looking for directions. He ended up booting the head off the thing and was getting going to get robbed.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he was mad. He was,
Mad, he was a
Jerry.
lunatic,
I can't
yeah.
think of his second name, but would say anyway.
But anybody that walked to Johnson Mooney's would remember it, wouldn't he? You know what I mean?
Jerry, I can't think
Yeah.
of his name. If you know it, write it in.
Yeah, send it to Billy Big Boss.
Shay'd know it.
Yeah, Shade now, wouldn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah.
And if you didn't get a job, you get a load of cakes and
Yeah.
milk on the way back. Do you remember?
Ah, yeah, fuck's
We used
sake,
to jump
man.
on the back of the snailers, remember?
Yeah.
I'd be hanging
Yeah,
in the
remember
back
throwing
of
the
the
stuff out,
cakes,
yeah.
and there'd be a gang running behind
Yeah.
everyone grabbing the cakes.
Ah, it was
That'd
mad,
be that'd be our day,
Yes.
you know? That's what you did
Listen,
when
man,
you
we
were
had,
young.
you know what,
Yeah.
when we think about when we did grow, when we were growing up from them, from like 10 till around
Yeah.
14, 14, they were bleeding dead.
Mad.
They
Oh,
were fucking
different
mad things, you know what I mean?
Different mad
I
things.
remember being over the locks and all, there was a
Yeah.
fucking, and remember, there was, your man used to walk over there, remember fucking
Frankie Frankie?
Fitz or something?
Oh, Fitz, yeah.
And
yeah.
he
God
had
bless
like,
him.
it was like a, they were born in bodies or something.
Oh, the
waste.
incinerator.
Incinerator, yeah.
Look what you have in
They had,
China.
remember they had a laser because he used to point up at the thing on the
Yeah.
yoke to pick what one was getting
He
next.
took
And everyone
that.
with the lasers and all, remember?
Yeah, he had that in the Olympic, and I used to get a lens and go down the back, and I'd be putting on the back of people's heads, so the people in front would be looking at it,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
they'd move it, and they'd turn around to look, and I'd knock her off, and it'd be just like that.
Yeah.
And I remember some fella came up outside the Olympic, goes, that was you, was it? Because I was messing with it outside. He says,
Yeah.
I thought I was going to bleed, man. I kept seeing this.
Thought I was
little
getting
red dot."
shot. Yeah, do you remember being in the Olympic one time and this bloke was getting nicked? And he played and he smacked the copper. They put the cuff on him, and he smacked the copper in the back of the head with a blade and can of coke, and legged it right. But the fucking he got out. Whoever it was, he legged it. He still had the cuff on him, and he legged it out of the Olympic. And when we walked outside, there was bleeding guard everywhere. They all had dogs and all. Do you
Was
remember
that the night got raided?
They were waiting to get, but that's what was at the happening. The man was at the.
because
some
he had
bloke
the
from
copper,
up- yeah, yeah.
undercover copper, wasn't it?
Undercover copper, you had a blade and you just put it on your man, just one of them in the crowd, smacked him across the back of the head.
And that was it.
Do you remember the Shades of Rhythm out in Talent, do you?
Yeah.
Remember the copper grabbed my brother? Remember there was a board and a male copper and he grabbed my key.
Yeah.
For nothing, and we
Yeah.
all grabbed key. I grabbed the copper.
Yeah,
Because I didn't
yeah.
know who he was.
Yeah.
Even the bouncers came and still stayed back because everyone from Ringsend just,
Yeah.
you know, around them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was for nothing. They were just going around grabbing people
Yeah.
and we wasn't having a fuck that. We were there to enjoy ourselves, you
Yeah,
know?
no, yeah, we had some bleeding fun, didn't we?
Yeah, almost definitely, yes.
I know, here, listen, Rego, we'll get you one again.
Ah, yeah, sure.
Hundred
It's,
percent,
it's,
you know what I mean?
it's only a couple of £100, that's all, you know.
50 years of
50
life.
years of life, you know what I
Still
mean?
cramming into an hour
Yeah.
and a half. like,
That's
you
it,
know?
50
But,
years.
Yeah, we
Who'd
did.
have thought, what?
I never thought I'd make 50. Remember we were sitting in the
Yeah.
park one time, we were all
Yeah.
stoned, and someone said, what age do you think you're
You
going to live
live
to?
to,
And we were like, 20,
26.
25. Yeah, you know, man.
Mad,
Like when I
isn't it?
turned 50, I was shocked.
Yeah, it's,
I
it's,
couldn't,
it's,
you know what I mean? But
I
now,
was at 30.
yeah, now you're at a stage in your life where you want to live.
Yeah.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
You're enjoying life now. You know what I
That's
mean?
it.
Like years ago, like what I was saying, you know what I mean? You wake up and you think, oh, fuck, I'm alive, you know what I
The
mean?
youth is wasted
You know
on
what
the
I mean?
young. That's what they always say.
Yeah,
it's
like,
true.
I remember someone else said that to me years ago, and I
And
was
you
like, what's
laugh,
he talking about, you know what I mean?
What's he on about?
But like, and then, you know, we were talking about you there one week, people, your outfit, your own, your whatever,
Yeah.
putting your weight, your
Yeah,
uncle putting
you
your
talked
weight,
about giving
and you
out.
talked about giving out
Yeah,
to you,
yeah.
and you think to yourself, what would you know?
Yeah.
But you
They know
forgot
everything.
that they grew up as well.
Yeah. And
But
we
now
thought,
when we're
they
saying it to
thought,
people, and they're looking at us thinking, oh, fuck you, you suck.
what do you know?
What do you
Yeah.
know? But they don't realise that we grew up with,
Yeah.
in a mad time.
I remember the saying, when we're older, I remember we'll know what our kids are taking.
Yeah.
Because what dead wise, you know.
Yeah.
But they're taking all sorts of gas
Yeah,
and
man.
this and bloody ketamine, holes and all.
That
I
fucking,
don't know.
that's stuff they're taking, that mad gas.
Yeah, they're running
fast
from
gas.
hospitals and all. They
We've
go
seen
in
a
and
thing,
get
right?
young.
Apparently it paralyses, no, it makes your legs go numb.
What?
You
It's-
see
it's
some blood,
like-
you know that laughing gas? It's that
Laughing
fucking
gas that you get for.
Yeah.
You know,
it's for blowing up
years ago.
fucking
yeah.
balloons or that's fucking shit.
It's
you
an
know what I mean?
anaesthetic, yeah.
Helium. Helium, is it? Helium.
It's something like that. It's
Helium?
nitrous oxide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's nitrous oxide
Nitrous
now. I
oxide,
could be
yeah.
wrong.
Yeah,
No, that's
yeah,
it,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
what
you
it
might
is,
be
yeah.
right.
But
that's
it's
it,
for
yeah.
knocking people out for things, but they're going up to the lights to keep it outside just in case it blows up. No outside hospitals, but
Yeah,
in cages.
yeah.
They're going up, snipping it, throwing it in for a yoke that height, a gas, you
Yeah.
get something like $5,000. You know? No wonder they're doing it. And
But here,
they sell it in balloons.
yeah, but this fucking, these blokes in England took it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fast gas or whatever it is. And your legs going numb. But these cunts are doing 150 kilometres down a bleak road, you know what I mean? And taking it.
Yeah.
And they're thinking, like, next minute the car's gone. Whoever's in the car's dead, the driver survives, you know what I mean? Like, and then he's fucked with that fucking on his
Oh,
conscience,
there's
you know
a
what I mean?
story. When I had my cars, I used to bring a lad DJing, right? So we went down the country. It was deep in the country anyway. So there was 4 of us, me, the DJ, 2 girls, and 2 big, DJ boxes, the weight of them and all, in the back. I had my VTI Civic. I was overtaken. We were only coming out of town, you could say. I was overtaking a taxi. And whatever way when I came back, I must have hit black ice or something. I started fishtailing. And I was only doing about 40, but 40 when you're fishtailing.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, yeah.
Kept doing that, yeah.
You're supposed
and
to turn into it, aren't you?
I could just see the bloody, the ditch. I said, we're going to end up flipping. I could see me dead. But anyway, I got it under control. Drove. Didn't say a thing. 3 hours later, we got out of the car in Ringsend. I went, oh, fuck, that was bleeding close, you know? I swear to God, we didn't say a word. Like, we were all in shock. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't speed. No,
I remember the same DJ fellow, I gave him a lift down to this place down in Wexford, right? We pulled into this fucking place, lane anyway, we had grass. A mate of mine was living in Thailand, and he was sending me grass home, you know what I mean? It was toy stick. But I was in the thing having a joint, you know what I mean? Next minute, bleeding, the doors opened, and 2 blokes jumped in. And your man goes, oh, sorry, we thought you were someone else or whatever. And I was like, and he goes, what's that grass you're smoking? Yeah. Sat there, 3 of us sitting there having a joint. You were from the town, from Wicklow, not Wicklow, Wexford, you know what I mean?
2 strangers,
But
basically.
this thing was out in the middle of nowhere. Like, you know what I mean? Out in the middle of fucking nowhere, you know what I mean?
I went to a few mad ones like that, you know, you'd come to this place, what? And then you'd go down steps, you know, it's a hotel, and it'd be a big
fucking
club, you know.
Yeah.
But they know how to party down the country.
Oh, they do,
all
did,
right,
yeah. Like Wexford and all, they were
Galway
playing,
and all,
like,
yeah.
they were all fucking, you know, things.
That's
Well,
it.
I used to go to fucking Bray all the time. Used to Wayne and all. We used to go out to fucking
What's the name of that place?
Katie Gallagher's.
Yeah.
We used to go out there, you know what I mean? There's fucking some crack in it, you know what I mean? But I remember one night we went back to this gaff in Ratnew or fucking Wicklow, one of them anyway. You know, we were driving back like, I was whacked out, you know what I mean? Driving down little country roads and like fucking, I was in the back, I wasn't even driving, and I'm looking around going, what the fuck? But we went into this gaff, right? And this fucking, everyone's out, you know what I mean, sitting there. Next minute this bloke comes in and goes, hey, I'll stick on a bit of David Gray. And he's there, right? Someone says to him, where you had to been? I might have been up the fucking mountains walking or something, you know what I mean? I was thinking, this cunt's Larry Murphy, man. You know what I mean? But Larry Murphy wasn't around. He probably was. fuck's sake.
He probably was, you never
Yeah.
know. It's like that bloke, remember the fella from Pearce Street, he saying, what kind of music do you like when we were first started getting into rap? I like something I can sing along to.
Yeah. Oh my God, he's
As a
dead.
kid, you see, I don't know, I can't even remember the exact bloke. I know
Oh no, it
Pearce
was
Street.
no.
But as a teenager here, that was so fucking funny. You know
something
what
I could sing along to.
Like,
Yeah.
yes, no, I listen to hardcore.
Yeah.
You know, or something like this or the other.
Ah, yeah. Fuck's
Something I
sake.
could sing along to.
Yeah.
It was a beauty. Yeah, stop. Some
Fuck's
beauty.
sake.
That rave, all right. Yeah, some
Ah,
mad things.
big
Yeah, that night it got raided, or the night the fight. I don't know who started or what. A fight started, and it was like a fire. We were all up on the balcony.
David Hingan now, wasn't it? You're fighting going across the floor, remember?
Yeah, it was just.
We were looking over the balcony and they killing each other, You won! You're Ringsend!
We were all up on the balcony. I picked that bird specifically because of that tunnel and all.
Yeah.
I picked it to look down because
The
it was
big
their
grey spot.
bird, you know. Yeah.
I remember being in
spots.
Yeah, they all had
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I remember being in there one night and fucking went into the Jacks, right? And there was this little young fella, Marky, something his name.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
from,
the young fella, yeah.
From fucking Raffarnham or something like that, you know, but he was only a small young fella, you know what I mean?
He looked like a kid.
He looked like a kid, you know what I mean? And next minute there's these two blokes standing beside him,
He
you know,
was
it's
a
not
kid,
much
but he was
smaller, you
just
know what I mean?
weird, you know.
And he was like, yeah, there's your man now, you're out and all. I bet you she tucked you into bed and you jumped out the window and all. And I was standing over in the corner saying nothing because I was probably smaller than him, you know what I mean?
But he, I think he was a kid, but he was just weird, you know. He hung around with older people, you know.
Yeah.
Not Ballymun he was from, no?
I don't know.
No,
I
he's
just
from
remember Marky,
he's
yeah.
from
Raffarnham.
Raffarnham, Holy Lands. That's where he's from. Because my cousin lived up there, and I remember playing. You know, years later, seeing them. You know what I mean? I'm like,
Yeah.
you,
When he turned 21.
yeah. He turned 15.
But fair play to him if he was a young fella.
Oh yeah, no, here 100%.
Yeah,
man.
he partied with the best.
Big time. Because we did. You know what I mean?
That's
we were
it,
like,
yeah. Even the mansion house, I loved that because
Yeah.
I don't know, that it was more the area.
yeah,
You know?
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a
that was
better
more
bird.
before. Yeah, it was.
That was like when you were in awe, you were like, what?
Yeah, like,
that was
yeah,
the
man.
learning about,
Yeah.
you know, the music and that. You knew
Everyone
to
facing
everything.
forward and
Yeah.
what, you know,
Nobody
all
looking
new.
at each other, banging, banging and playing. You know what I
Do
mean?
you remember what song I always remember from the very start? That song, Party Time. Ha,
Yeah.
Party Time.
It
It was a real hard tune.
Yeah, it was like a real
Yeah.
fucking acid house, you know what I mean?
I tell you, boy, I remember years ago you wouldn't have the music you have now, and you get copy tapes or whatever.
Yeah.
Remember that one, walking by a restaurant window. Remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
It was kind of everyone was trying to
Yeah,
get
you
new
had the
music
fucking
out, you know.
Jimmy Rafferty or something.
Yeah,
What was
it's
the
weird.
Rafferty?
It was weird music.
Mo.
Moby was on that tape, Moby Go and Alternate, you know, that great song.
They're playing great. They're still going.
Oh,
Alternate.
love-
Alternate.
Yeah.
Alternate,
It's
they're
great
still
the way
going,
you
yeah.
can look
Yeah.
online.
Yeah.
Any song, any bleeding
Yeah.
DJ, and you can look at them and you can look at the old raves, some old raves. And all.
Hitman and Whore, right?
Yeah.
Remember?
Oh, that was deadly. Carl Cox.
They weren't-
Yeah.
If they weren't out of it, I tell
Yes.
you, I was never out of it.
Oh, they were
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't even know what was going on. The Kayla striking and
Yeah.
stuff. Remember, we used to
And
have
you
it in
were
Antics
sweating.
cafe. We used to have the wine
Yeah.
on and
Man,
watch all the
Waterman.
time.
Yeah.
I recorded
man.
that. I had a little
Me too,
TV kind of tape recorder that played, and I taped. I put the video into the little TV and taped it onto the tape. The Hitman.
yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, it's on YouTube now. I think.
Mannix was on it.
Mannix, yeah, and
Yeah.
what was
Alternate.
another?
Get Renston in the
Get
house.
Renston in
Yeah.
the
We thought, I don't know, it was Ringsend the robot.
Yeah, big robot. Yeah.
That's what we used to say.
That's what we thought. Andy
Yeah.
Renston was a big robot. Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Get Ringsend. Or was he
Yeah.
saying get
Raven.
Raven in the house? I don't know, maybe
It was
something.
Renston. I thought it was Renston was the robot.
Yeah,
You know?
that's what we all
If
took it
it
to
was
be.
wrong, somebody send it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you
Oh,
know
yeah.
Ransom, like
Yeah.
we don't know Ransom. No, yeah, I say that bloke now. Do you remember the robot lads? That was
Yeah,
inside. I've never seen it before, man.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Fuck's sake. But Carl Cox,
Yeah.
that set he did on that fucking hit.
Oh,
was
yeah.
fucking deadly.
Oh, you
Yeah.
can nearly play
I
it.
can
in
hear
your
it, I
head.
can hear it in my head now, you know what I mean? And that song.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Fucking hell.
Yeah, all the old tunes.
You recording it?
It's all good in the
Yeah, listen, it's all on this. It'll be all out next week anyway, you know what I mean? But yeah, fucking, that.
We had good times, great times.
Ah, man.
I wasn't with you. It was one night you got chased coming from the rave by all the blokes in there.
Man!
You tell it.
I tell you, this is like a frightening fucking story. I thought I was going to die there, right? We're up in the blade in Lansdowne in the fucking, I think I might have told this already. We're up in the Lansdowne in the blade in the underground, yeah. We're all there having a buzz, you know. We all left to go home, you know. And
I wasn't with you, so
no,
it was
you were
off.
gone, yeah, me and fucking,
know.
me and Naj and I don't know, we were down the blade and doing down the thing, you know. Next minute, this bloke comes out of the bushes. Remember that along the dirty side of the Dodder? Before it was all done, it was
Lansdowne
like,
side,
the Lansdowne side, it was all bushes and all, right? Next minute, this bloke comes up from down the thing, you know. He's coming in front of us and he goes, listen, can I talk to you for a second and all? We're like this in the middle of the night, you know what I mean? We're like, fuck off, you know what I mean? And he goes, no, I just want to talk to you for a second. And I'm not joking with you, next minute this fucking mountain of a man comes running out of the fucking bushes and we took off. Over London Bridge, right? We ran down with the shit house down the steps. Someone fell going down the steps and all. We got up, man, legged it up into me gaff, right? Next minute they come into the flats, big blaze and all. They're walking around the flats, they're all wearing white shorts and black
They
ties.
were all in tuxedos,
Tuxedos, yeah.
Probably
They're all
headbangers.
wandering, you know what I mean? They're all wandering around the flats looking for us, you know what I mean? We're up in the gaff and my window's broken, we're all there, terrified.
Oh, yeah,
But one of them was saying, one of the gaffers was saying, listen, I'll get out the back window and I'll go up the Dodder and I'll fucking go. And there's about 300 people up in the underground.
Yeah.
We'll get them and we can come down and slaughter them.
But you never know who they were.
And we were like, yeah, no, fucking just stay. Next minute the guard came. The copper gets off, a motorbike, he goes into the flats,
Someone
gets
probably
off,
phoned, yeah.
walking around, he's looking on the balcony, you know what I mean? We thought you were out there hiding, we were up the fucking wall.
That
And
was
not
so
only that, right,
noisy, yeah.
the chasers in the front, he knew where I lived.
Yeah,
I was
seen
like,
them
you know
going
what I mean? You
in,
seen us going
yeah.
into the gaff, you know what I mean? I was thinking, even years after it, I was shitting coming on.
I tell you, I wouldn't like that myself, yeah.
But something, yeah, what was that happening wasn't the older blokes from Stella were at the being in the Lansdowne having a few gargles.
Yeah,
and he got into a scrap with these blokes and he battered one or two of them, you know what I mean? And that's what it was. It was them.
Came
When they
back
seen us,
heavy-handed,
when they seen us,
wanted to take
they
it out.
wanted to take it out. But
yeah.
I reckon they were all they were all coppers or something, you know what I mean? Because it was fucking, it wasn't
unusual,
Blade, it was
I believe,
unusual.
yeah.
And then when the old Bill came, they had to be still in the flats when the old Bill came. And the old Bill came up on the balcony and walked along and all looked, you know what I mean? I'm telling you, this was fucking
frightening.
man.
Yeah.
Fucking terrible. I was terrified for years.
What
you
could
know
have
what I mean?
happened? Yeah.
Yeah, if they had got us, we were, I don't know what would have happened. But like the next night we were up there, up the Dodder, and I was talking to someone and I was telling them, and he says, yeah, we slaughtered all them and all, you know what I mean?
Lucky you wasn't walking up, yeah. Yeah, I tell you one thing, like yourself, I miss me bleeding dog terrible, you know that. Yeah.
That's why I got that, look at
Yeah, I understand
the
that.
portrait for that. I'll tell you one thing, that's the best fucking tattoo of a dog I've
It
seen,
looks
you know
like
that?
him, you know what I mean?
It's
Yeah.
from a picture of him, you know what I mean?
You
But
can see him in it.
yeah, dog, you know, people that don't have dogs don't realize.
Do you remember I had the old Duke?
Yeah.
I'll make this quick,
Do you remember
right?
King?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do. I remember
Yeah,
rescuing
yeah.
him from the cats and dogs home.
Yeah, I remember
People
tinkered over
took
the wall
away.
and took him away. Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
We got it. We went
to
up
bring
with
it.
Peter and we says, don't.
Pulled them up the wall.
We made a harness
Yeah.
out of rope and pulled them up. Well, the roofs were like that, you know, like you drop
Yeah.
down. But anyway, what were we talking about dogs? Yeah, when I had the black and tan Duke,
Yeah.
and me nanny, the night before we made our confirmation, me and Frankie made our confirmation, a fella down Ringsend had a sick bird, pigeon, and he asked us to take care of it. So we went into the scrapyard and got nicked. We pulled its head off and copies were going by. That's
Took care of it.
That's
Yeah.
how you take care of
That's
it.
how you-
Because he was sick, he was dying. So they were on the East Link and he pulled in a van and he got over. We were in the scrapyard and nicked me and another fella the night before me communion. And then usually I'd be kept in for fucking ages, you know. My
Yeah,
dad
yeah.
was real strict, but he had good intentions, right? But the next day, you know the way you go around on your confirmation? It was my confirmation, sorry. You go around.
Yeah, the people's
My
caps
nanny
or
was
whatever, yeah.
my nanny was always last, right? And she says, I have a dog out the back there, if you want to see it. And I remember her telling me not to be near German Shepherds because I used to get in with the one that was in the new houses, the guard dog, into that kennel. And I always was around German Shepherds with little keep walking on. But she says, I have a dog. And I was thinking, a small little thing. Went out, German Shepherd. So that was Duke, right?
Yeah.
I would have been kept in for being nicked. But me nanny says, oh, you can bring him out. So I was looking for the leash. She says, no, tomorrow it's your confirmation day, you know.
Yeah.
So I would have been kept in for probably a month or two for being nicked. But because I could bring him out, I could actually stay out longer with him, you know what I mean? Yeah. Because my dad knew once he has the dog, he can't get into trouble. But I remember you and I used to always be slagging me, oh, you're giving it to your dog now. No, we're kids. Yeah. But he says, someday you will have a dog.
I remember you saying that to me, I remember years ago we went up the beach and we were fucking bangers. The next minute someone fucked the banger and Duke legged it. Rego was like, I'm gonna fucking kill you when I don't get the hand out through it. I'm gonna fucking kill you if that dog doesn't come back. He legged it across the beach.
He was over like in the middle between the tip and the tail.
And it was pitch black, you know what I mean? You couldn't see it.
So I made on to walk out to get him, but every time he got near that, Duke went forward, kept that distance.
He nearly had the cockle lake before he got him, you know what I mean?
But we got him back in, didn't we? Yeah.
I remember years ago, right, he was fucking fishing down in Wexford, right? We were on the beach, you know, and there was these blokes and they had a little Jack Russell and they kept throwing the ball for him, you know. Next minute the Jack Russell run out a bit and come back, you know what I mean? Next minute he fucked the ball out, right? The Jack Russell went out. Oh, no, he's not coming back. This was in the depths of winter. The two boys whipped off their clothes, jumped into the water, swam out to get the dog.
And he comes out.
That was the funniest thing we ever seen, you know what I mean?
Would you would for your dog?
Oh, you would. But at the time I didn't have a dog and I was like,
you were thinking, That's the way it is. Like, I remember the kids when I first got you. He was about 2 and there was 3 lads. Now they're grown up now, they're in their late 20s now. One's my neighbour, they were up there. They were only about 7 or 8 and he stopped me and he says, tell him, don't the animals feel pain? And I stopped there, hang on, animals feel pain, do you not know that, blah, blah. You know, I gave them the lecture. Of course they feel it, if I built you in the head, would you feel it?
Of course they feel it,
they can't go to the doctor and all I was saying. There was actually a fellow, I was going to Belgium's, did I say this to you earlier? No. I'm going to Belgium's there last week and I stopped on the benches along there, near where Fitzgerald lives. And on the bench up from me, there's a few trees, then another bench. I see this fella throwing stuff for the seagulls, they're coming down, and then he's jumping up and bouncing at them and all, right? But he was lording them in to hurt them. No. And I could see other legs there as well, and I got pissed. I got up, walked up, and I could see, right, he's in his 20s, didn't care. But I caught him walking back after he was trying to. I said, what are you doing? He says, oh, they won't leave us alone. He says, no, you would have to be bringing them in
feeding them.
To try to hurt them. No. And I says, you're lucky I'm not 15 years younger with a different mindset.
Yeah, you be in that water.
I'd kick you up and down here and fuck you in that water. And he laughed at me. I grabbed, he had a big bushy head of hair. I grabbed him by the hair and dragged him over to the... It's like he weighed like a bag. That's what it felt like, a bag of crisps. Just grabbed, screaming. There was 2 girls when they were there. Oh, no. So I sat back down and I started giving him a lecture then about how goodness, if you give out goodness, it comes back.
By the hair. Trying to throw him in the river. That's
sitting there like this. But I sussed the cameras around, you know, the way there's cameras everywhere.
Cameras everywhere, Rego. Right, now. Episode 17, in the bag. That's a wrap. Billy loves you. Nice one, Rego. Thanks,
Anytime, bro.
We'll get you on next week again. Deadly.
Thanks for having me.
No problem, man. It's a pleasure, Rego.